what's the love out here? Dago, putting on for the town. Tell me about it.
Hello and welcome to the NACE broadcast. I'm Tillo. I would be one of your casters along with these two who are going to introduce themselves.
I'm returning caster, returning League of Legends caster, Valerie or Silver, and with me I have.
I'm Lane. I'm Parka. First time. This is gonna be an experience.
Hey, first time is the best experience. I mean, we got a banger matchup tonight for a first time match. What do you think of the match for Winthrop?
I think it's gonna be a good match. I know, obviously they're our boys are very disappointed in how they played last week against Grandview, and they're wanting to look for a comeback game and maybe a little bit revenge for getting swept in the end of CELO last year.
Yeah, and I don't mean to rub more salt in the wound, but we also lost in our D1 match yesterday. Was that yesterday? I think that was
Yeah,
yesterday.
It was.
But I mean, that's the perfect time for a comeback season. You know, we're at our lowest. You can only go up from there, right?
That is very true. That is very true. So hopefully we can get off on the right foot. We're gonna get into drafts. Hopefully, get some classics here. I want a Matty Viego or like some type of carry. Maybe let's get a Ricky. I don't even know, Sion, Yasuo.
After watching the games, you must have not watched our D1 match because you were probably in game. After our D1 match, I don't think we should have a Ricky Sion again. But who knows? He could change our opinion on that.
You always got to trust Ricky when he's feeling something. You got to go with it. He knows himself, and the player's usually always right. So.
Yeah, of course. And like we're headed into our lineup. It's nothing crazy. It's our generic lineup. We have Ricky on top lane, of course, Maddie in the jungle, Flocon in the mid lane, Lig on ADC, and Miracle with the Labubu buff on support.
Yeah, looking standard as usual. About to cook.
Well, I think like you said, off our games yesterday against Maryville, one of the other two Titans that face fairly regularly, they got out to leads in both games. It was very strong. It's just they need to find a way to finish, and against Winthrop, like there's definitely opportunities for.
Yeah, I would
go
say our
distance.
early game is pretty strong. We've always had an aggressive bot lane. Our early game is always strong, and I don't think we have the full Winthrop lineup showing, but upon further research, we do know their lineup. So we have Denethor in the top lane, which is usually their regular top laner, and we actually have two subs playing in the jungle and in the mid lane. So that's going to be Rapid and Papa mid, and then Mobility and only 35 support is the usual bot lane. But they have two subs playing today, so might be some different things going on for us.
Yeah, but I think Denethor in the top lane is actually going to be a huge influence today. He typically plays those top carries like Aurora. Maybe we'll see a Kali. You know, just some of these carries that you see even in the league.
Yeah, and generally our top laner Ricky, like he plays like all like the tanky top laners, the bruisers. You know, I don't know how that matchup's gonna go for him.
He loves skirmishing, which is also against Denethor. It could be very scary because if he wins the initial or if he loses the initial skirmish, it could snowball really, really poorly. Or if he wins it, it could snowball really well.
I guess that's where Sion can come into play, because even if he goes behind, he can still be somewhat useful. You know, playing the split push role and all that.
Gonna go for the bouse and just run at turrets, proxy waves.
Potentially. Do we know anything about our bot lane matchup? I mean, like, I know Lig and Miracle, you know, they've always been an aggressive bot lane for us. And like I said earlier, we always have such good early game, and we just got to figure out our mid game there. Any predictions on what we're going to play in bot lane?
I'm hoping to see a Miracle Nautilus. Let's get a Miracle Nautilus game one. I'm down.
His true bread and butter.
Yeah.
I think he's been cooking. I know he's been mentioning that he wants to whip out one very particular pick. I'm not going to mention what it is.
Why? Why not? Give us the spoilers.
Just in case. Who knows? Maybe
Give
the
us
other team's listening.
The
Yeah,
pre-game intel.
Maybe the other team's listening, and it's a pocket pick. You don't want to whip it out too early because it's counterable.
Well, for Lig, I personally want to see Kaisa, or you know what? He played Yunara in the early weeks. I know that was the early weeks of NACE, so might not be happening anytime soon, but Yunara would be really fun to watch.
Yeah, I think this will be a really good test for our bot lane, though. Winthrop obviously has been playing in the NACL all summer. They're in the rhythm. This is their normal bot lane. They've played a ton of games together, and I know League loves playing against strong opponents or stronger opponents. So if he's locked in, we could be in for a fun time.
Yeah, and we have covered top and we have covered bot, so I am going to bring it to mid. I think we're in for a very standard League of Legends farm simulator mid. Both of them like mages. I'm not expecting any type of like Silas or Azir. I think it's going to be pretty standard there. Shoving a wave, get prio, maybe drop a ward once in a while, and move on.
Yeah, and in the jungle, Maddie's kind of been on these very like support jungler roles lately. You know, playing Maokai, playing things like that. And it's been very like gank heavy junglers. And I know in our D1 game, Maddie was really focusing up on mid and top, getting the ganks in. But as a result, he kind of felt behind in his jungle camp since CS. So I'm curious to know if he's gonna play that role again for us today.
Yeah.
Maddie loves introducing the Fiesta. That's why the Nunu is always band number 1 against us.
Yep, always party in top lane. Party in top lane, party in mid lane for Maddie.
But here we are. We are gonna get in a draft. St. Clair is gonna be starting blue, and we're gonna start with the Jarvan ban.
J4 ban. Okay.
Pretty solid jungler at the moment. You know, um, huge role jungler. So probably trying to avoid that. Let's take that off the board and see what Winthrop answers with.
Nunu, we were just talking about
Respect
that. The
on
Nunu
Maddie.
ban.
Respect on Maddie. Actually.
Yeah, that's a direct ban on Maddie there. That's pretty.
Honestly, that's a win. St. Clair 1-0.
If Vladimir isn't Winthrop's second ban, I'd also be very surprised. Flocon's signature champion.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's always the 1-2 against us.
For that being Flocon's signature champion, I feel like I actually haven't seen him play Vlad often.
Yeah.
It's one of those champions where you need a very good matchup, and
That's
you
true.
need to be able to buy him time.
Gwen, that's good.
One of those carry top laners that we
Yeah.
brought up earlier.
And it's one of those top laners that Ricky probably really does not want to play against.
Yeah, I
So
could see
especially
that.
as a bruiser player, Pantheon.
280 junglers off the board. I think personally I would like to see Maddie answer with like a Wukong here, because I think there's not really that many AP junglers left. So
Does Maddie play Wukong?
Maddie does play Wukong.
yeah,
Okay.
I think a Wukong pick is pretty nice here, but we'll see what happens. Aurora ban.
Aurora, as you were talking about those top lane, a lot of
Yeah.
target bans here in the top lane,
Maddie
keeping
also,
Ricky safe.
Maddie also loves Trundle, so we'll see if they go for the triple jungle ban. He does also have the Xin Zhao, which he also likes a lot. So
Wins
Yeah.
out.
Ooh, wow.
okay,
Maokai, okay, we're
All 3 Maddie bans.
yeah, wow.
So
I
that's
mean,
not- so
Panther
that's
could
not
also
Aura?
be a miracle ban. Mike,
Oh, yeah, that
yeah,
is true.
that's our aggressive bot lane picks right there.
It's fine.
I'm very curious to see
I'll
if
let
we
it slide.
actually first pick the jungler or if go for.
Vladimir.
Wow.
I mean, it's true they didn't take that off the board. We're gonna have to first pick that.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if he locked it in just blind.
First picking Vladimir blind is also a little scary. Yes.
Syndra, okay.
okay. Just a solid mage, you know, safe in the most matchups. Like I said, just going to be farming away.
Yeah, control mages.
Yep, he's just gonna want to gather his splinters as quick as possible, get that buff off of his passive, and then he'll still really come into his own in team fights. And then, but beforehand, he's mostly just a CC bot with his stun.
Yeah.
The
I-
Wukong taken away.
Yeah, I actually love this pick by Winthrop. I would have really liked them to ban Trundle and then make them force, because if they didn't pick Wukong, then they would have passed on it. But I think we're just gonna trade Trundle for Wukong here.
I'm actually not super up to date on the meta. Is Galio more of a mid laner now or support?
No, he'd still be mid lane,
Yeah.
there to be utility. Syndra, it's one of Syndra's worst matchups. Syndra can't kill him ever.
Makes
She
sense.
just kind of gets stacks over time, but Galio can obviously ult across the map, and yep, there's the Trundle that we talked
Another
about.
Trundle, yeah.
You just have to answer. You know, if you pass on Trundle and they go second wave and ban it, the game gets really hard to play. So it makes sense here. Another safe, you know, mid matchup. I don't know what they could pick 3. I think maybe
Probably
you can just
AD.
AD. You can also go top side too. Just go full top side. Get the Renekton.
Yep, Renekton's a solid blind pick.
I think this is good. I think we're in for a Gnar here. You know, one of those carry top laners. I think Gnar is gonna. Yep, it's gonna be a perfect pick here.
The Prophet.
You should be doing draft.
Maybe. Put me up
I mean,
there.
the Gnar and Renekton matchup, like Gnar, you know, he can play safe and everything, but I hate to say it, but I think Renekton still wins in like a level 2, level 3. We'll see if they actually fight. Hopefully Ricky doesn't actually go for a level 2. We'll see how it goes.
And now we wait for 4 supports to get banned.
Nautilus has been banned.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no Miracle Nautilus today.
I think Lig and Miracle are gonna have to dig in their bag here. I'd
This
say
is
like
going to be a Kai'Sa
pretty
pick.
standard top. So I think that we're gonna get a hopefully unique bot lane matchup. We might get that Yunara that you're actually seeking about, because we're gonna get an
I
off
don't
ban
know.
here. Might get a Rakan ban, a couple AD bans, and then we might already be pocket pick game 1.
I think no
depending on the
matter
bans
what,
here.
like
I feel
both-
like Kai'Sa is a very safe pick.
yeah, but both teams know. I think that like both ADCs can play a large pool, and so banning them out isn't like the worst thing. But obviously we see the Ziggs ban, which is more annoying than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ADCs aren't relevant anymore, that's why, you know. We got 3 jungle bans and 3 top lane bans.
I think this is a really good ban by ICC though, like because Wukong, Galio into like Ziggs, there would be a lot of chemistry there. So
Mhm.
I do like the Ziggs ban a lot here.
Bar.
Another support ban, yeah. Miracle's gonna have to I don't know, maybe
Wow,
just
what
go
does he have
Rel.
left? Yeah, it's gotta be a Rel game.
Yeah,
Rel,
there's only a couple
Rakan.
options here. Rel,
There's
Rakan.
There's a few melee engages. Like
Yeah.
it
We only
really
play
depends.
engage. I don't know if
There-
you know. We only play engage.
But,
Yeah.
but we also have like a Trundle jungle and a Renekton top, so you already have two guys that want to go in. It's very real chance.
Yeah,
that
I would-
Yeah,
I
we
would
need
love-
something of hard engage.
I would
hard
love a
CC.
Rakan pick here, actually. I think it's very good in the support
Yeah.
here.
I do think that SEC does have to go for more aggressive bot lane though.
I feel like it's a
you,
rel
you-
pick.
You need to buy time for Flowcon to get those Cinder stacks.
Yeah, like our team comp is still pretty aggressive, but there's still nobody who can, close the gap and hard CC anybody, lock down their carries. Like something like Rel would actually help out here. Like Renekton, the only way you can get up to a carry is flashing on him, and all you got is a W, right? So we definitely need an aggressive support here.
Ooh, and Winthrop. Man, that's a pretty good pick. But I think Miracle is just going to answer with the rel. So just round out the draft here. I'm wondering what Lig's going to pick. I think he has a couple
Kaisa.
options here.
I think Kaisa goes well with our aggressive comp right now, and it's also just generally a good ADC pick.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't think like Jin's completely off the board. I don't think if he wanted to Zaya, but I do think Kaisa is pretty comfortable here for him.
He's been playing a lot of Kaisa, Callista. He also played Callista recently.
I'm so sorry to cut you
Oh my
off.
God.
I think this is such a good pick. It counters the Rakan. It counters the Wukong. Very annoying to deal with. These objectives where like let's say if Galio ults in, Poppy's like, nah, he's just gonna ult him back, like back out. I think
This
is
is a
really good
perfect
pick.
Poppy game. I didn't even like think of that for Miracle.
It counters all four. Of them.
Ooh,
Ooh.
wow. Okay.
I mean, kind of like you said though, like oh okay, yeah. I think Jin. It's just a solid ADC here. You
Mhm.
know, let everyone we're just gonna play League of Legends, and let it come down to that.
Ash.
Wow, that's
I
a.
don't.
I don't think he's gonna lock it in. I think
think
they might go Zyrakan, to be honest.
I think he's gonna go more of a scaling ADC. There's a lot of frontline for this ADC has a lot of time, and they don't have the end all be all damage
Yeah.
right now.
No,
Like,
Ashe is a very good pick into Jin too. Like Jin really can't do much against an Ashe arrow.
Yeah, I think like composition-wise, I really like the route that SCC went. I just think it's going to be very tough in the bot lane because, like you said, Ashe and Jin, that matchup does sound pretty hard. But
It's just an annoying lane to play against too with Ashe and Rakan.
I do love the Poppy pick, though. I think this is going to be a pivotal champion in this matchup here.
Yeah.
Miracle's gonna be looking to roam around a lot and just let Jin clear waves. and
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
Maybe
Unfortunately,
maybe
yeah, I mean,
even a potential lane swap here. Just have Jin get that like solo
yeah, that's what I
XP.
was.
Yeah.
I was potentially saying that too. And honestly, we can't really get much done in the mid lane, so it really is up to top and bot for stuff to happen,
but
or we're
what-
just gonna farm for
But
20
what
minutes.
version of the lane swap did they go for? Have they tried the new
Solo AD yeah.
the Korean
That was
meta
CK.
lane
No,
swap?
we're not. NA is not ready for that. NA is not ready. We will never be ready for that.
I feel
Well,
like hopefully, yeah. I mean, I do think that is an answer. You just leave Jin solo, you know, just force shot the minion. But
Send Ricky Miracle bot lane for the first 4 minutes
Yeah.
of the game.
I don't think it'd be completely horrible. But I do think Jin in the Gnar, let's say if like they weren't to lane swap, it would be kind of a hard matchup. So if they don't want to lean towards that, I also understand.
Yeah. I mean, there's potential, but at the end of the day, I don't think we're gonna lane swap. I don't think we do that often. The few times we have tried it, it hasn't been very successful.
But if no one's expecting it, that's when it
That's
works the
it,
best.
exactly very true.
My most vivid memory of us trying it was at NACE Grand Finals,
I
despite
remember
us
that as well.
never trying it before, and it didn't go too well. And hopefully, we've learned from our mistakes.
I think
and,
it actually went the worst way it could have. I think we went down immediately 3-0 off that lane swap.
You know,
if
to
But
to be
new
fair,
beginnings, new
League
beginnings.
wasn't playing that game.
that could have
Yeah,
been, that could have
it's
been a
a
factor.
new semester, new us, slightly new roster, just a new ADC really, but new beginnings. So who knows? Lane swap is possible, but I don't think that'll be happening.
This game is going to be really reliant on Ricky surviving top lane.
But I will have to ask, what are your guys' predictions?
Let's see. So currently we're 1-1 in NACE with, as you mentioned earlier, we had a pretty tough loss against Grandview last week where we got reversed. And
Reverse, we got 2-0'd.
or we got 2-0. No, we got reversed within the game. We were up and then we went behind.
Okay,
and then,
that's a
and
good one.
Winthrop only has one game right now in NACE. They haven't played like their second match yet. So technically they're undefeated. But
Yeah.
I think today we could take a game off Winthrop. I think
I think if we were to take a game off them, It would be this first game.
This would
I
be- this
really
draft
like
was really
SEC's
good.
comp. Yeah, I think they went the route that they should have. I like all the pick bands. I think this is gonna be a good game of League that we got here for the first one. But with that being said, I'm gonna have to go Winthrop T1.
They are the first seed in NACE. It's tough. I'm gonna say Winthrop 2-1. I'm sorry, SEC. I love you guys. I'm sorry.
We love you. You already know.
Yeah, well, I'll just say it. 2-1 SEC. I think Ricky's dialed in.
I'm down. I'm down for Ricky. Carry.
I
Like,
believe
I'm
in
down.
Ricky. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I believe it. I mean, I didn't want the Scion pick, and we didn't get it. So thank God. I didn't want to see the Scion again. That was my one. That was my one requirement for Ricky is no Scion today, and you know we fulfilled it. So we're on a good track already.
Can't hold the man down. If he wants to play Sion, you let him play Sion.
I'd say a game that he can take over, or like that type of champ, it is Renekton in the Gnar. You know, the level 2 he has to respect, and then level 6 it gets
Yeah.
kind of dicey.
Yeah, Nar early game is like really weak. He's a bit of a lane bully, but for someone like Renekton, where you can just level 2 100 to 0, it's very possible. And someone like Ricky, who loves like skirmishing and fighting constantly in the top lane, there's potential there.
I would be very surprised if SEC doesn't try to invade early level 1. Just try to. The Trundle relies on a lot of pacing in the jungle,
Right.
and if you
Yeah.
can get ahead, it's very, very beneficial for Maddie, and it'll help Ricky because Maddie's gonna probably be helping him out a ton,
Right.
and just leave bot to their own devices as much as possible.
Yeah, and same with mid. Mid, like Galley is not going to be killable, so we're not. No point doing anything
Yep.
there. Just let Flocon mind his business, like you said earlier, like a farm fest. Just let him do his thing.
Yeah, as long as they stay safe and everyone stays, you know,
Mhm.
relevant throughout the game, it should be good. Because even if that, I do agree, Trundle, you know, he needs that pace, he needs that tempo. But like, let's say if Wukong also has good pace or tempo, that's where Miracle comes in, you know. Hopefully, shut out the Wukong in these team fights, and be able to keep them off Jhin. That's everyone's job, is to keep everyone off Jhin this game.
It's protect Lake.
Yep, he's gonna have a bad time if the Rurikon ever gets in once, though.
If
or the
if
Wukong.
anyone gets on, yeah, he has a lot.
Yeah.
He has a lot
Yeah.
to go through. So, you know, we'll see what happens. They definitely do have really good defense for him. Even the Syndra orbs. Let's say he ults, he has all the orbs on the ground. You know, just a good E, stun 3,
I believe in Flocon.
stun
Flocons
3.
are mechanical
Renekton
prowess.
hits
Yeah.
hits 3 with the Q.
Well,
Next thing you know,
that's
they're
the
all
thing.
dead.
Do you guys see Ricky taking more? Like, is he gonna join us in team fights, or do you think he's gonna
He
take
has
on a
to.
split
He
push
has
role
to,
again? Yeah.
Ricky has to join it with a
Mhm.
Renekton. If he was on a Sion, I could see more he's gonna go split push.
It's just because the Nar's also going to be there. You know, he's going to be
Right.
right
Yeah,
there.
the Nara is a really team fight champion too.
But here we
Alright,
are
we're
with
heading
Lone Under
back.
the Rift.
Oh, they're just starting with a 5-point.
No
They wanna risk
invade?
it.
Just one across the board, standard league. We are Galley with the Dark Seal. Not to. Oh, they are coming up on
Ooh,
Lig. Ooh, the Ash arrow does hit. We might have to flash
he's gonna.
here.
I feel like he's gonna have to flash this.
Nope.
No,
Nope,
we're safe.
good.
Okay.
We are good. This Ash already let him know though. This lane is going to be a problem.
Thankfully, they let Lig know a little bit early by warding instead of just walking in.
Yeah, that could have been really scary. I think Miracle's gonna ward this late. You know, see if they stay in the red side. I think the big thing is Syndra actually is gonna have to shove these mid waves to keep this Galio in mid, because these Dark Seal stats can get crazy, and Galio can definitely. I know he doesn't seem like the type of champ, but he definitely gets strong, get very annoying to kill, you know, in the mid to late game. So
It does stack very quickly with assists with that ult.
yeah, exactly. He can get rolling very fast. So Flocon, hopefully he just shoves in these mid waves, keeps him under control, and then this bot wave, man, yeah, they're already applying the pressure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rough on them.
They're already controlling the wave there. I mean, Ashe is always a tough lane to play
Yeah,
against.
but
It's annoying.
it just comes back to them invading too, and like Lei getting pressured off early. It just immediately makes this lane so hard.
Yeah, Galio is just early on just going to be queuing waves, but he does allow Syndra to just hit him with abilities
Yeah.
for free, so giving those splinter stacks early.
I was about to say, it's kind of like give and take. Like, hey, I'm gonna shove this wave, but then Flocon's like, okay, I'm just gonna get my stacks, and then you kind of just handshake on it.
Yeah, like we said, Ricky, he's already pushing in the wave. Like, he's going to hit his level 2. There we go. Immediately, there's a fight.
Yep, they're early skirmishing.
Here's the problem though, is that Renekton has these long CDs, and now Nar's about to go into Mega Form, so honestly, not the best trade for Ricky, but we're gonna see what happens.
He's just trying to...
Yeah. Renekton does have way better sustain than Nar, though. With
This
the
is
Q
a huge
Fury.
problem. See,
Oh,
like Trundle's
wow.
passing down in the box. He was trying to hopefully he was going to probably try to relieve Miracle and Lake off this pressure, but it appears Winthrop already knew what they were trying to do. And now Wukong controls their whole red side, and now this is where the game gets so hard. Miracle burns
Maddie's
flash,
here as well.
Lake is completely chunked out. It feels almost impossible.
First play going
Maddie
over.
did flash
yes,
in.
on the
We
bot
can
lane.
guys go trade. Okay, we go 1 for 2. It's the respawn timers are low. Hopefully they can get back to mid, catch this wave before it fully crashes. But man, it is very tough right now.
It's not the worst thing to happen. I think the worst part is just, you know, Wukong getting the jungle actually
Yeah.
in that moment.
Yeah, as soon as Matty entered his bot side and he saw his camps were gone, he knew something was awry, and the bot lane immediately backed up, but it was too late, unfortunately.
Oh, Ricky. Oh, Ricky.
And this is just not how you want this Renekton and Gnar matchup to go, because, I mean, Gnar is going to be in all these fights, so you're definitely going to feel his impact.
Yeah.
You're going to feel his gold lead. You're going to feel his levels. Like, this can scale out.
And
So-
dying, you know, dying at that level, look, he has to waste his TP now. That Gnar has good potential to just freeze that wave. He just has to use his TP to avoid that.
Very tough spot across the board for ICC. I mean, Flocon is just listening in the payphone and just farming minions. But as
I
far
mean,
as
you
everyone,
can't blame him. We can't really help Maddie out here right now. He's on his own.
but everyone else is in the trenches. I mean, this is a very hard game from level 1 here.
Matty's definitely a sad panda. This is
Yeah, and like I said
Yeah.
earlier, look, Gnar, he's got a chance to freeze the wave now too.
But
We're all just losing out.
Oh,
across.
we are collapsing on the Wukong being aggressive in the red side, and this could actually be huge for him. Lig, that kill is honestly like instrumental right now. The fact that this lane is gonna probably not get any much better, you're gonna rely on those kills for some gold here.
We need as much as we can. We can get everything we can take.
Yeah.
See, this is
not having
the
bad trades.
yeah. This is the Renekton here. Renekton has always been strong.
And he burned his flash. That's very good. Not a horrible trade there, especially going down when you gave up first blood in that feat of warfare
Yeah.
there.
And Maddie's, you know, starting to path towards top. There could be potential there.
Here we are in mid. Very nice shot by Flocon. Just good mechanics there. Keep him off. I assume he doesn't know where exactly Wukong is, so there could have been an opportunity for him to die
Gank
there.
in mid. Here we go.
Maddie chasing on the Galio. He does have flash, so he's just going to get off fine. But this is perfectly fine. That's like what you want mid. Just kind of keep each other off each other is what it is. And this bot lane, we're shoving back in. I mean, this also might be a case where they just let bot have prio this whole game, and you just trade like forward grip for dragon, rift for dragon, and just let it be. But we are fighting. Maddie in the middle, stuck in the middle, and he's going to go down. Miracle gets out, and Lig gets out, but it's not the exact trade that you want.
I don't know if we're out here.
And Lig
oh, my
flashes back in,
goodness.
but he gets caught by the Ash Arrow. They might go for a dive here. They are crashing the wave. Miracle gets put down. Rakan W misses. Lig's able to get one,
Oh my god.
but Rakan did not get aggro there. It's actually a very good dive by Winthrop by allowing him
Rakan
to...
got the double. We'll take that. I mean, I saw the vision for Lig, but we couldn't quite execute it. I'm not sure if flashing forward was the right play, but I think they were going to get dove anyway, so he probably just went for the hero play.
Yeah, and I don't mind him going for that at all. Like, they are down a bit here. You know, lanes are rough. But try to ball up, counter this dive, but it is a hard one to counter. The waves crashing, everyone has their cooldowns, and Maddie was coming off the mid game, so it is tough.
Yeah, Lake had his 4th shot. Just unfortunate that he wasn't able to get it
Yeah.
off in time, and unfortunately, they also didn't know where Wukong was, and just standing in the pixel brush.
Kind of like how you did bring up in the pregame, though. Miracle is already starting off this roaming, trying to get Flocon and Splinters.
Yeah, the bot lane's also pretty lost, pretty hard for him to play anyways, so like he's more useful elsewhere on the map.
And speaking of Ricky, with the solo kill in top lane, that is huge. Letting him know, like, listen, you might have got first blood, but I'm still here. I'm still trying to play the game. Like, solo in the bot.
He should be able to get at least one plate up there too. The
Yeah,
first lane
this
towards
is
him.
actually a huge kill for as far as the 1v1 goes. They, like I said though, they have the bot prio. It's gonna be so hard to contest these dragons, so you're just gonna have to kind of handshake on it and give it to them.
Yeah.
But they don't feel comfortable. They don't feel comfortable with Maddie down here in the 3v3 right now. We are able to shove bot, so hopefully, you know, keep them off drag for a little bit. I think they're inevitably gonna get it, but being able to delay these timers gives them more time to scale and just kind of play the game.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're just trying to find something to try and get Matty back into this game. He lost a lot of camps early. He got behind, obviously. Dying and then being pushed out of your camps anyways afterwards is tough. And Ricky's obviously pushing constantly. Flocon's just, like you said, listening to the payphone, having a good time, and then...
But here we are on the bot. Lig does go down to 80-80. But Maddie is here to answer, and that's exactly what you're talking about. Maddie needs these kills to get back in the game. We're gonna chase down Rakan here a little bit.
Just out of damage with Lig dead though.
Yep. No, you know.
Waves pushing towards Miracle will probably freeze this for the most part, and then Maddie hopefully sees the Poland Dragon.
He does not. But
I'm pretty sure it's, yeah,
I
Rakan
think
just going up gives it away. We just have to give that up.
yeah, I think even if it did, they will lose the 2v2. So I don't completely hate the decision there. But
Sometimes you just have to be the bigger person and walk away.
Nar did get a deep vision on the blue side here. Coming back up now after shifting the wave. Pretty good. We're gonna go for the play here. So here we are, Rakan zoning. They're obviously respecting his W. Sadly, they just get hit by the abilities. W, like ends up dead, but they did their flash. And then Maddie's here for the trade, comes in with the pillar, starts smacking Ash, able to get that plus 300 gold. And then everything evens out here and they end up getting drag after.
Not the worst, not the worst. And you know, we're not doing too bad on farm either. It's honestly being kind of a fiesta, so
And
we're
Miracle
not
pressuring
super
Rakan,
behind.
leaving him 1 HP. And this is actually big, because now Lig's able to free farm, shove this wave in.
Miracle getting a solo kill there would have been sick.
I-
It's like
It would've been a
craziest poppy
miracle.
play.
But here we are, and now this is what I don't like. We're gonna have to give up drag. We're giving up these void grubs. Hopefully we're able to contest here, which we are. Flocon coming in, Maddie coming in. We're gonna come down to this 3v2. It's actually looking not bad for SEC.
Forces the Wukong out. Unfortunately, Galio can just shove waves and ult in whenever.
And while these void grubs are going in, Ash does pick up the kill on Poppy. Now Galio's here with the ult. Oh, it's gonna be a big Galio ult. 3-man knockup. Flocon does leave Gnar 1 HP, so he flashes out. And Ricky does flash in, able to get the Gnar. We have the orbs on the ground. Ricky is gonna get traded here.
Unfortunately, we just didn't have the cooldowns for that. Ricky, I mean, we had no Fury on Renekton. We had no ulti. I think that would have been like the game changer there.
And
Unfortunately, the 3-man knockup of the Galio ult.
it was
That
a
also.
very beautiful on Winthrop side. I cannot discredit it.
Now do we get the Miracle in your 1v2? They're both low.
Yeah, maybe a flashy into the wall.
There's some
Flash on
potential
CD.
here, but
Baits
I
a
mean-
TP.
we have something. We take what we can get at this point, right?
Oh, so they put Galio top, and now Nars just bought, so looks like they're gonna potentially just lane swap.
I mean, I feel like that's a good decision right now. We have nothing to take top, and we just need someone else to shut down Renekton. Nars not having the greatest time against Ricky right now, so it'd be easy to just send our top or bot lane up there and get a replay of the last fight.
And this
Yeah,
Galio,
this Galio ult
is just
was huge,
And
yeah.
we couldn't burst down the Gnar in time, so we just pecking away, and then Ricky had to end up burning flash, and it
Yeah,
just a very good Galio all at the end of the day.
Yeah, unfortunately, Nar wasn't even Mega Gnar there too, so
But-
you blow an ult or 2 ults to kill him, and he lives for too long.
Yeah, it was the opportunity to kill him. I don't hate the.
Flocons need to play far back now.
Flocon might be the win con. He's the only one who's got like a normal amount of XP, a normal amount of gold. Already on the first item, he's on very good pace to take over this game and potentially get active in these team fights that we're eventually gonna have to contest these objectives you want to win the game.
Well, thankfully, Ricky should be still ahead of gold in this Gnar, and they're putting more pressure on this Gnar to.
The Rakan is flowing up though. Pop the all double charm. We are trying to Jin ult though. Jin ult does connect, hits the 4th shot. They're chunked pretty low, and this all in all isn't bad for SEC. We're applying enough pressure on the lane so that Lei could have shoved in this wave.
We gotta exit
got the
this
play.
fight.
I don't think it's horrible. We can play it out a little bit.
Misses.
We're gonna be able to.
Oh,
this
we
is
took
beau-
down the Narf out
and now
before
we
he
have
hit
to
Mega,
leave.
yeah.
And this is beautiful. This is beautiful. It gets Lig back in the game. He got plates when he shoved in the wave, and then all was able to zone
We
him
just
off.
need to make sure Lig does not overstay now. I still see him hovering down there on 1 HP.
The classic ADC greed. The greed. It's just too much to overcome sometimes.
I think Ricky's actually really happy with this matchup. It still doesn't change much for him. He's still just pushing in waves. The only thing that makes it worse is that now Flocon just doesn't get his free ability casts.
Honestly, though, you gotta take take
no.
it for the team sometimes.
This is
and
what
then
happens when you
this is what
overstay.
happens when the ADC wants it extra. Oh my God! He
Great
flashes, gets to the
flash.
4th shot on Rakan. What a play! And not only that,
The 3-kill shutdown.
I was just about to say, thank God League of Legends has shut down. Holy smokes, League has a huge gold surge now.
And we're just going to walk this one off. Perfect.
What a beautiful play. Realizing that the Rakan is going to W in, flashes the W, has the 4th shot stacked. Honestly, heads up play by League here. Renekton trying to go for the solo kill, burns a Gnar off, but hopefully Maddie is able to clean up. But he is in mega form, so he's going to be tanky. He's going to take the plate, walk
Doesn't
away.
have that W stun, right?
Oh, what a good stun by Gnar.
It's just not
This is-
enough.
honestly, Gnar played it well. Rakan's just going to queue him.
Is Maddie gonna get out?
Flocon with the E,
Oh, my
perfect.
big. Honestly, he might be able to solo kill her as well.
Yep.
Gnar is low, so he can't really help. Otherwise, Gnar will just die and they end up in a double. They are attempting to dive Lig here,
Yeah, this is
and it will work. But Flocon
There's
has a
just too
chance.
much going on.
Very nice. E by Flocon there. Gnar
Oh.
is still on 1 HP. Maddie is able to get it. Once
It's an
again, there's
execute. It's
greed.
good.
But it is an execute. It's not the worst.
All right, Flocon's on the board. You know, bot lane, it's kind of a fiesta. At this point, whatever's happening in bot lane, I feel like it kind of evens it out. You know, we've been trading kills and plates. We have Ricky down here now. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, unfortunately, anytime Maddie shows on the top side, the SEC bot lane is pretty immobile, and it's just free pickings for any tower dive. It's very unfortunate, and
Yeah.
Winthrop's definitely abusing it.
Yeah, that is the problem with Jin and Dash.
Did they have vision on the Wukong though? Ricky is good. He's on a full fury right now. Maybe we get a potential skirmish here. Ricky in the middle. Galio, 2-man knock up. Galio, 3-man tall. This is just beautiful, but we're answering with the Jin ult.
Lig is in a great position.
Wukong
for
is chunked.
Varsity.
Wukong had the flash. East to the scuttle. East on cooldown. And pop.
Perfect.
Perfect. Beautiful play by Miracle.
That's a
Able to
great
clean it
pick.
up.
We just have to back off and
Yep.
focus on Dragon
Yeah,
now.
focus, get drag. Maddie's still up. We have smite advantage, and they know that. Galio's already backing. Everyone's resetting, and that's a beautiful play by SEC.
Unfortunately, I think the Miracle ult also saved two of the Winthrop members. He's both sub 50 HP and launched across the river
Yeah.
with full 5 there.
Better safe than sorry sometimes. Let's not. Wow, I didn't even realize Ricky didn't even use Renekton ult that fight.
Yeah, you gotta take the small W's.
Here we are. We're gonna burn heal though. Miracle has to heal away, get a little movement boost. Ash is chasing down,
That's
applying
the
the
problem
slow
with Ash.
effect.
Yeah, the permanent Q slow, and I'm willing
just
to
have to-
bet she probably has that rune where she gets
Yeah,
movement speed.
oh my god, but Miracle with the E onto the wall, and we're able
Ooh.
to pick up the Rakan. But Ash might be able to kite here. Jin misses the W. Trundle is applying the slow though, and we were able to get both. Very, very, very nice play by SEC.
This game so far is a matter of whoever overstays first. I
Yeah,
think
the-
whoever overstays the longest is going to be the one to lose this match.
This is the definition of NA Clown Fiesta.
Yep.
This is solo queue.
We have 27 we have 27 kills in 15 minutes, and it doesn't have any indication of slowing down.
And I will say this type of pace for the game, because St. Clair is keeping up, I would say their comp favors towards the late game. So they kind of want to stay in it, / last into the late game to be able to get into these even bigger team fights that are going to come down later in the game.
I think the biggest thing will be if Ricky can find the flank and stun the Ashe to just either start a fight and have Flocon follow up, and Maddie to just be a meat shield.
The problem is there's just no way Ricky's getting to that Ashe unless he has flash. It's
Yeah.
just so difficult. This is the problem I was mentioning earlier. We really don't have any super hard engage. Poppy maybe, but Poppy's got to stay on ADC duty.
We're banking on like Jin ult, connecting and hitting and slowing someone so Flocon can hit the stun off the orb. That's kind of
Yeah, flash is helpful. Renekton does have a dash though. Ashe does not. So if he can find the pocket of no vision and somehow just find a way in, he could surprise the Ashe very.
Maybe,
find
but
the road
I
with
will
the
be.
Renekton-y.
But still, like Ashe is like one of the safest AD carries. Double dash Renekton is not going to mean a thing to her.
And they do have a lot of op pressure here. Push Renekton off this tier 1, which they are inevitably going to get, but that's okay. That's kind of expected. We traded it for top vision. They are pushing mid here, though.
They're looking to collapse on this Gnar and Galio. There's 0
Miracle
damage
hit
for
the E.
Winthrop.
On the wall. Trundle in the ulti. This now looking
It's
back.
big. Renekton with the ult too.
Galio 1 HP, over flash out. Rakan gets Poppy. Maddie flashes on, gets Gnar. We're chasing. Wukong ult eventually gets Maddie. Flocon hits a big stun. Able to chunk them out. Galio only hits one Renekton. Cooldowns are coming back up. We're gonna have stun and dash up again here really soon, and we're able to chase here a little bit. Ash does get the bottom tier 2 in the meantime. Galio does hit the blast cone. He eventually gets out, and nothing furthermore.
They lost vision on the Rakan, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was a fight without both the ADCs. I didn't even realize. I don't know.
Oh, but you
if
have
we win
TP coming in
this.
and Link with the 4-shot, flashes away. Miracle coming in, hits him with the coin, stuns him, and we're able to get Ash and Rakan.
What is happening in this game?
It is fight after fight, but I love it. This is fun.
Everybody's just fighting their own fights. I feel bad for our observers. We gotta have double POVs or something.
It is rough out here. We are going to get a little of this bot vision now. We're able to push out the wave, maybe potentially get this bottom tier 1 eventually. We're pressuring this mid 1, chunking it, renecting him as fast as he can. We are going to bring this down. Nar has to back up, respect that it's going to go down. And honestly, this is very good pressure applied by SEC.
And Falcon's having a great time. Winthrop, through all of this, has somehow had a very hard time getting to him, and he has just been hitting people with balls left and right from way back.
Yep, he is playing, playing the game honestly perfect. He picked up the Dark Seal on the way, has a couple stacks on that. If he keeps playing the way he is, this can potentially get a little out of control to the point where Winthrop can't even answer.
Both mid laners, only people without deaths.
We did predict this, the mage matchup. They are going to be a little more passive, a little less, a little more on the back foot than usual.
And our top laners love skirmishing, and our bot lanes are also very aggressive. So this was expected.
I don't think SEC knows how many people are actually coming up.
We are getting dove, and this top one is going to go down. This is just, we're just getting caught out.
Yeah,
Syndra is able to trade the Gnar, but this is very tough for SEC.
Yeah, that's just a turret that we just had to leave.
Not only that.
Oh, there's a big
Miracle,
turn here. There's potential here.
is able to answer. Galio
Winthrop
coming
is
in.
very scattered.
Galio doesn't hit anything. Miracle and Renekton both flash over. Ricky is cooking. He takes down the Rakan, dashes over, chasing the Wukong.
You just gotta believe in Ricky.
We just need
Lig
damage
has
on
the
him.
fourth shot.
Lig,
No, we need to hit
Lig
his
has
spell.
the W ready.
We're
Yeah.
gonna have W. We're gonna root, and we're gonna get the double count. Ricky. Ricky is in a fantastic spot in this game now.
Never count out Ricky.
Never count out Ricky. I'd say the only negative side about one, they lost
I think
the tower
Lig should have taken that kill.
potentially, but also
But I think he was reloading there, so
the
better secure.
the potential snowball that I was talking about with Flocon, it's not dead. But losing those Dark Seal stacks after having a little stacked up does hurt. But here we are gonna have to fight. Miracle hits a good ult, takes out the Wukong potentially, so we can focus on the Ashe. Galio tries to ult in. Miracle Hex flashes over, able to dodge the Galio along with Ricky. Then Ricky ends up chasing, hits the Q.
Yeah, the Winthrop just seemed kind of disconnected here. Half the team looked like they were disengaging from the fight, and the other half was still in it. I think they were just not, on the same page over there. But we took advantage of that. That's perfect.
I think Ricky now has enough gold to the point where Winthrop has to choose either they're killing Lig, they're killing Flocon, or they're killing Ricky, but they can't kill all three.
Exactly.
They're gonna have a
You
very,
have to
very
play the
hard
front to
time.
back and take these long drawn out fights, or you flash on a leg because you have an angle, and you're still gonna have to deal with Ricky afterwards. Honestly, Winthrop is on the back foot here.
I think all the skirmishing injected way too much gold into the game way too quick, and now Winthrop's
Yeah.
Bit lost.
I don't know about lost. I think they're going to have to find a new approach to
How to
team
win
fights
this
as a
game,
whole
yeah.
now that the laning phase is over.
They do have better engages the other day. They had the Ashe ult, and they are sneaking out of count here. And SEC doesn't seem like they can even answer. So Winthrop is going to be able to get this buff. It may come down to a fight afterwards, though. We are going to pop the Jin ult. We are going to keep connecting some shots here. Galio does have type of an angle. Poppy's trying to ult.
Winthrop gets the Atacon just trying to get out.
And we are watching the minions walk by.
You know what?
And that's how it be
based on the
sometimes.
minimap, we're chasing
And here
them
we go.
down. We got Flocon.
The Herald's coming in for the knockups.
Nar does trade Miracle.
Ricky's driving.
Ricky's
driving
got
the
Rift Arrow,
Herald.
and this connecting with a huge Q in the ult in the middle. Flocon's
Flocon
still
is still
pressing
untouched.
buttons. He's doing
yes,
amazing. He's still
Flocon
throwing
is
ults.
untouched.
Trundle's in the back. He's about to, and then Lig is able, and now we're gonna chase the Rakan, and it's beautiful.
That's a total team fight win. And Flocon, if you notice, he was pretty much untouched that whole fight. It means that Winthrop is unable to get to him right now. And
Ricky
if he
is a
keeps
problem.
it up.
He just sat there in the middle. Trundle throws the pillar up. He throws his snowfield down, and he just sits there, runs around, throws Q3 with Max Fury, and it's a problem now. It's a huge problem.
Yeah.
I know we were talking about Jin being a very immobile ADC, but so is Ashe, unfortunately. And there's just nothing you can do against a Renekton that just ults to the middle like that.
Yeah, if Maddie can ever ult the Ashe, like how do you get through Trundle?
Exactly,
Renekton as
yeah.
Ashe? It's so hard, and Ricky
And you have to worry about a Syndra E.
And
Ricky showing up late with the Herald. He had to
exactly.
just knocking
And it
out
looks
three
like, and we're gonna get a
people.
replay again without the side view of the minions. So here we are. Miracle hits a crazy E and then keeps him trapped with the W. Beautiful. Gets chunked out huge, and then
Beautiful
Wukong
Trundle
yeah.
pillar, yeah.
Yep, it just keeps him out of the fight, and then he does get traded, but it's honestly worth. You're gonna trade the Poppy for the Wukong every
three-man
time.
stun by
And
Yeah.
then 3-man stun with Renekton in the middle, just fully tanking, fully peeling for his damage. You just have Flocon still sitting in the back here. You're gonna have Lig come on the side here, wrap around, playing the vision pockets perfectly. It's just beautiful. Another 2-man stun. Flocon is playing out of his mind right
Where's
now.
our League of Legends Ash's team learning how to drive. You know, we've had so many Rift Herald plays. That was like a 3-man Rift Herald knockup, literally from downtown from Ricky.
I
That
can't
was
take credit,
perfect.
unfortunately. I wish I could.
And kind of back what I was saying in draft, you know, Winthrop does have like the better lane. You know, they pick the Ashe, they pick the Rakan into this Jhin and Poppy matchup. But like I said, SCC's comp is just so well rounded. It's just so easy to. I don't want to say easy, but if you play League well, you're gonna succeed with this type of comp.
Miracle is just playing off of aura. Like if he has the poppy field up and no one can dash in on the side of Winthrop, they're just sad pandas while Flocon gets to set up balls.
Not even just his Poppy W, but also anytime this has an opportunity to eat someone into the wall, whether it's with Flash, it's Hex Flash, whether it's just running down and pressing E on someone, he's taking it every time he gets, or every chance he gets.
Yeah, a ton of CC on the side of SCC, and it's working out, and especially when, well, only damage on Winthrop's side is that Ashe, and Ashe is having a bad time.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they just don't have any like burst damage that can 100 to 0 like Flocon, and even at this point, Ricky can, you know, he's outputting a lot into Ashe.
And here we
These
are.
long
We are
drawn out fights.
contesting this red vision. Galio does have to dash out. We're just so much stronger that it's very hard for them to contest us. We do have a 1v1 in the bot lane. Renekton pops ult. Ricky chasing down Gnar and has to back up. Yeah, I mean the kiting is just too much. It's Champ. Champ is sometimes hard to deal with.
But no ults for Gnar either, so no risk of a 5-man.
Oh my! And Ricky flashes in, hits the stun, has Max Fury. This can be huge for him, and he gets solo killed, and that's a huge shutdown.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not a fan of this like split push 1v1. You know, we had TP up, like we're hovering around the Baron side.
Yeah, I think another problem is that we have so much pressure on the top side that like he really just had to stay alive bot.
Right.
But now,
And he could have kept pushing. Nar would have had to back to get some health. He could have just kept pushing.
yeah, it's a very tough. I don't want. We're not in the SCC isn't in the worst spot, but it does hurt a little bit.
No, it's still really hard for Winthrop to.
Flocon hits
Oh my
another one. He
God.
might just 100 to 0. Oh, it just takes Ashe off the rift. Deleted. Absolutely did it. Hits a beautiful WE into the ult. Never stood a chance.
I think Syndra has her splinter count.
Yeah, Ashe didn't even get a chance to like do anything there.
nope.
That's exactly the win con we need, you know.
Cleanse diff? Maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's a free Rabadons as soon as they get to only 60 strings.
Yeah,
Like,
but Winthrop is coming in here. Galio hits a triple taunt, but Miracle does answer. We have the Jhin ult. We're going to playing this a little bit.
with no Ashe,
Nar is
like,
building
Winthrop
up his
just has
fury.
no
They just have
damage.
no damage, exactly.
He's so beefy.
Even with Ashe, and like I was saying, like Ashe, there's just not enough burst.
And now we have
damage,
Drag
you know?
Prod. This is a beautiful situation for SEC. I honestly don't know how Winthrop come back into it. It is very tough. Honestly, they have to play the game of Protect Ashe, but at this point with the Renekton being able to just flash in, insta-kill, not Flocon's 100 to 0 Ashe. You even have the Jhin forward shot. There's just so much pressure that I don't know how you even protect the Ashe to live long enough.
I can foresee you one way Winthrop gets back. And it's Gnar getting a 4+ man ult
With Wukong.
into like you get the Rakan ult into
You just chain
like,
CC all 5.
This
Here
is exactly
we
where
are.
this will happen. This exact tight spot is
We-
where something that would happen.
And Miracle just says no. We ult them away, and we just completely
Disengage.
reset here.
Ashe is up to
Lig
3
is pushing
items
up
now.
though. Gnar did jump in. No jump. And halfway to Mega Gnar, he is hitting for it. Lig is chunked here. We might just have to take a reset here.
Reset and rush to
And
Baron.
rush the
Yeah,
Baron.
and
'cause they
Flocon's
are
bot
pressuring
side
it.
too.
Unfortunately, Ashe is really good at killing Baron.
Yeah, Flocon does have TP.
We
Jhin
don't even
does
have
have
the
the
chance to
back though.
reset. Yeah.
This is very tough here. Jhin has no ult either. This might be a situation where Winthrop is able to capitalize on it. SCC is chunked and has not really many cooldown to play around. We are going to hit the stun. Flocon once again hitting, taking Magnar out. Galio doesn't connect to anything. They're trying to disengage. Just play the Baron, draw out the game. Trundle is chasing. And Lig flashes over, cuts them off. Rakan hits the triple charm though. Maddie does tread out Wukong. And Rakan has to just dash over. Galio's going to be able to back.
Flocon is a problem for Winthrop right now.
Huge problem. These stuns are just getting too much. Now, on the side of Winthrop, though, I think you're honestly happy with that. You're able to sneak Baron, chunk out Lig, and then keep 3 alive with Baron. You're going to be able to draw out this game longer. I think the only problem is, even if you draw out this game longer, is Ashe going to be able to carry? That's the main question.
Ashe does get scary. If you get the one scenario where Ashe can just space glide and gets the free hit for
Just start to moonwalk around people?
Yeah,
I don't even know if we'll get to that point where she can shred.
It does.
Like that.
It does take a while. It does take a
Yeah.
while. But he is the win.
Ashe is at 3 items. You're literally honestly looking at 1 item away, and you've bought yourself 3 minutes
Right.
with Baron. You
Yeah.
have a lot of time, and if Ashe does get, say, a kill from a random pick with an arrow or something, like you're that much closer.
Flocon is in the bushes though. He's trying to hit another E on someone. And also, even though they did buy them 3 minutes, you gotta contest the soul. So it's not completely fine and dandy for Winthrop. They can't just sit back, let this Ash scale. The Baron isn't the end all be all for SEC.
Flocon on 10 stacks for his Magi's. If he can get that up to 25, I think the game's over already. but it is.
Yeah, and he's picked up the Zanyas now too, so
Yeah, he's gonna be very hard to kill in this next
he was
fight.
already difficult to kill, but now he's got his safety item.
Nara is split pushing. Flocon's gonna have to answer. Like just farming the mid wave safely. Maddie Miracle lingering on the side, trying to look for a play here. Nothing wrong with that. They are stronger. I think any 3v3, 4v4, any type of team fight they take, as long as they don't completely botch it, should be fine. But Miracle is on the backside, chasing the
Nar
Nar.
has no
but we are gonna
Mega.
TP. Mar does have Mega. Does pop you out. Flocon waiting. Hits the Q.
Poppy
Hits the
W is so
W.
good.
Galio, double man, double taunt, sorry. The Lig's coming in, playing the back, and now he gentle.
Ricky, the 3-man.
It's beautiful. He's able to 1v3 here.
No one's helping him though.
No one's helping him. But
But this is fine. Our carriers are alive. Ricky did his job there. Flocon was still untouched. Let's see if we
and
can
Maddie's
close
able
this
to. It's okay because as long as Lig and Flocon stay behind Maddie, just let Maddie peel. It's beautiful. It's
out. Ooh, we missed the Eon Syndrome.
it's perfectly.
We stepped a little too
Flocon.
close.
Oh, the Zonius is beautiful though. But they're gonna get wiped here. I don't know how they answer.
This Ash got the space glide.
Yeah, this Ash played it. Now they're gonna be able to chase. Lig's trying to play it. Flocon with another E. Try to delay. Just delay for these timers. Delay for soul.
I don't think SEC wanted to fight well.
Yeah, unfortunately, we spent too much time kind of deciding between whether we wanted to chase an R or not. And then Ricky came in to save the day, but at that point, we still hadn't killed Nar.
Did Flocon have ult there? Because I feel like if he just rips the R, Nar's instant
He
dead.
did, but it seemed like, from my perspective, it seemed like Flocon didn't want to all in the Nar, you know? We were just disconnected in communication there.
That
like,
is the problem. But I
he
do
did
think
want to hold ulti for carries, probably.
I understand that, but with Miracle going in like that and having such an upfront position, we're going to be able to see the replay again here. So Galio does get chunked, and he's out of the leg. Actually snipes him on the side, so you don't have to worry about this Galio ult. But I think Renekton just played the 1v3 too long. I understand he's trying to peel, do his job, but dying there and then having Maddie have to be next for the peel, it's just too much for him.
And Flocon just stepped a little too close here.
Yeah, and then Nar just hits him with the
Yeah,
TP.
Nar had the
Flocon.
chance to go back
Yeah,
and
exactly.
TP back.
I do think, obviously, SEC was a little disjointed. Maybe some of them wanted to fight, some of them didn't. I do think if Flocon just presses R there, we're looking
And
at a
just
different
eliminate
scenario.
the Nar right away.
It was also in a very awkward spot. I think they thought potentially Ricky could just 100-0 the Ash, but with 2 other members there.
Wow. And Gallo gets chunked huge here. We're going to go to the Jin ult. All 5 are in the zone. They're just taking the shots for him. We're playing this a little bit. Renekton does have the line that you're talking about. We're hitting the
You know,
flank.
Ricky
He
on the
flashes
flank.
immediately on the Ash. The redemption gets exhausted, and he's fully dead. And this looks like a wipe for Maryville. Ash might pentakill here.
That's just unfortunate. This is what I mean, you know, Renekton, when he doesn't have anything to E off of and the only gap closer is Flash, you know, it's not a guaranteed hard CC. This is what I was mentioning earlier. Renekton is scary, but it's just not enough.
I think once again though, SEC was just joined it. If Renekton just plays the backline just a little bit longer instead of trying to flash in, let Flocon, you know, prod up a little bit, potentially hit a WE, we're looking at a different fight. I think these fights are so favored towards SEC. It's just a matter of seconds or just waiting or just comms, whatever is causing this. But now Wintrop's in the base, they're taking on the Nexus turrets, and we're looking at an 0-1. Just a fantastic spot that SEC were in. It's
I
actually
think this is just a classic case of SEC. You know, our early game, our mid game fell off a little bit, but our early game was strong. And then, you know, like you were mentioning earlier, Lane, the game happened too fast, and nobody knew what to do from there. You know, Winthrop's end, on our end, we just continued fighting.
I think the biggest thing from that SEC is going to take away from this game is we tried to force a fight when we didn't need to in the top lane, and then we couldn't decide who we wanted to hit.
Yeah,
that fight was
I
very
do think
split
that
and
was
then
kind of
indecisive, and then Ash gets 3 kills, including shutdowns, gets a reset, able to buy, and then they force another fight bottom, and Ash is just
I do
melting.
think an even earlier point where we lost pressure was that solo kill that Nar had on Ricky in the bot lane, and I feel like Ricky just had to focus on pushing lane or push it out and go back to the team fight. I think that's where we started losing pressure as well.
Yeah, it's just these little mistakes where someone's like, oh, that's on me. Oh, that's on me. And then eventually there's just so many odd means that the game just spirals out of control and you just lose. It's truly
Yeah,
truly saddening.
yeah.
I think SEC were in prime position to take that game.
Yeah, I mean, our late game, mid game wasn't great, but also, I hate to say it too, but even our early game, we fought so much, and it was unnecessary.
But you did want that pace because
Right.
I don't think there's you kept the Ash at bay. You kept all these potential win cons for Winthrop away, and you were on soul point. You let that you had a good fight at Icon. Probably shouldn't have let them sneak Baron. There's just a couple mistakes here and there.
Yeah, we took a little skirmish before Baron, and we were half health, and there was just not enough time to
Yeah.
back, and we just had to commit to that. That's a good point,
But-
too. I forgot about that.
But that was a winning fight, and if they win the 50-50, they have Baron. They just got 2-3 kills, and you're on your way to destroying the Nexus. Just it doesn't work out with the 50-50 sometimes. Smite fights are fun.
Yeah, let's take a look at the post stats. Wow, it was 33 or 32-33. I didn't even realize how close in kills we were. It was just
No, it was
constant fighting.
It was a very close game. I think SEC did a very good job to stay in it. I think Flocon had a fantastic game. Anytime this guy pressed an ability, it was on 3 people and with the biggest impact. But at the end of the day, Winthrop do take it, and mobility also played perfect. I mean, this guy was moved towards the middle, most of the end game. Mobility was able to just glide and just
It's
hit
like
the
you said,
autos.
3 items, and then it was over for
Yeah,
Ash.
as soon as he got the 4th item, it was just over.
Yeah.
But now, for the next game, does SEC opt into something similar? Do they throw Ricky on a Jax and try to get the skirmish against a carry? Do they hope to open up the map and just we see another bloodbath and just
I honestly, I think so. I think this game was yours. I think if you want to open the same way, let's get a Jax, let's get a wave, or like some type of passive mid laner. I think SEC's draft was so. I love the draft. I mean, I've said it enough. I'm not trying to.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem with our not really our draft, but I guess like the role of Poppy. We couldn't really decide if we wanted to use Poppy as engage or as peel. At some points Miracle was going in for the engage, for the hard engage, but because of that, Leg was left alone and nobody to defend the Jhin.
yeah. Unfortunately, with Trundle and Renekton being your front line, you only have really limited ways to engage. You either got to get the Renekton flash, hard W.
This
or
is what I mean. You mentioned the Renekton E's. There's nothing for him to E. This is like Renekton is not a gap closer. Like you can't.
Or Trundle lands a pillar. Or Trundle lands a pillar that pinches someone and
Right.
they're stuck there and just have to get hit.
I mean, we'll have to find out in the next draft in game 2. In the meantime, while we get draft figured out, we're gonna, take a quick break.
Get
See you guys
hydrated.
soon.
Tell me where to go, what to do.
To another flow.
Tell me where to go, what to do.
To another flow.
Show me the stars. Show me the stars. Get it poppin', put it. to another flow. Tell me where to go, what to do. To another flow. Show me the stars. Show me the stars. Get it poppin', put it. Get it poppin', put it. To another flow. Get it poppin', put it. To another flow. Get it poppin', put it. To another flow. Shadows on the walls of your skin. I can tell you're lying from the way you're breathing. Shadows on the walls of your sin. Why do I keep trying when I know I can't win? You crystallize, they crystallize me. I'm paralyzed, you crystallize me. You crystallize, they crystallize. 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 Why do I keep paralyzed, you crystallize. Shadows on the walls of your paralyzed, you crystallize me. You crystallize me. I'm paralyzed, you crystallize. Shadows on the walls of your skin. You crystallize, they crystallize me. Shadows on the walls of your sin. I'm paralyzed, you crystallize me. You crystallize, they crystallize me. Crystallize me. Why do I keep shadows on the walls of your Why do I keep I'm paralyzed, you crystallize me. You crystallize, they crystallize me. I'm paralyzed, you crystallize me. You crystallize, they crystallize me. I'm paralyzed, you crystallize. people that struggle every day. The East Coast mega short is where I stay. When I had no dude, I used to cool around my way. I got a mad style of frustration. Just another product of the anger in the nation. Just another product of the anger in the nation. Just another product of the anger in the nation. Anger in the nation. Anger in the nation. Anger in the anger in the anger in the anger in the anger. I drop bombs for my generation.
Fuck that.
Just another product. Just another product of the anger in the nation. Power to the people. Power to the people that struggle every day. Just another product. Just another product of the anger in the nation. Power to the people. Power to the people that struggle every day. Just another product. Just another product of the anger in the nation. Power to the people. Power to the people that struggle every day. Just another product. Just another product of the anger in the nation. East to the coast from New York to LA. East Coast, the short is where I stay. Got a mad style of frustration. Just another product. Just another product. East to the coast from New York to LA. East Coast, the short is where I stay. Got a mad style of frustration. Just another product of the anger in the
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
So I don't want to freak you out, but I can see inside your room from the street. Get some blinds and call me back. Or just come outside because I'm here right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the St. Clair broadcast. We're playing in week 3 of NACE Super Conference tonight against Winthrop. We're unfortunately down a game, but no harm, no foul. You know, we got 2 more in the series. It's a best of 3, and I'm Silver. I'm going to be continuing cast today, and with me I have,
Parka.
and to
And
my
Tillo,
left,
Tristan.
yeah, we're excited to get into game 2. We are playing in the Fearless draft, so we have a lot of champions taken out of the equation. I unfortunately did not actually write down the whole draft, so I don't even remember all the characters.
She has the notebook and everything.
I mean, I have the notebook. You don't have anything there, and you also came empty-handed, so I can't do all the heavy lifting there. But for Fearless draft, what are we thinking?
I think so. Before it was like heavy jungle bands, which I'm kind of down to run back. If you're Winthrop, you know, maybe Maddie will have a lot of impact. But I do think SEC, I would love to see some top bands here, and potentially see like an Aatrox or Jax pick. So try to like avoid, locking one of those champs and then kind of ban the counter picks.
I actually don't believe Ricky really plays Aatrox.
He does.
He
A
does?
little bit,
I
but
haven't seen it much.
Aatrox isn't really a champion at the moment.
Let's ban it and pick Jax. That's what I'm saying.
As
But-
much,
but
okay, I
have
hate
it
to
on-
say
I
it.
have it on good authority. SEC is on red side, so they don't need to ban top laners because Ricky gets
Ooh.
counterpicked.
I will say, though, I feel like I'm feeling the Scion game.
Oh, and the instant
I
Nunu.
feel
Instant
like-
Nunu,
yeah,
instant Nunu.
and
Respect that,
Nunu.
Maddie. Shout out, Maddie. But here we are. We're going back in. So, yeah, all jokes aside, Maddie's Nunu is to respect. So we are going to take that. They are going to take that off the board. Once again,
Aurora's gone again.
we are respecting Denethor in the top. Going to take out the Aurora. Maybe that might be the only top band, though. We are red side. We'll see what happens. Unless they might just sweep the board. Aurora, Gwen, all the above.
I'm sure Papa plays it as well. It's just a good flex.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a good champ, to be honest, right now.
Yeah, I feel
Not a
like
bad
I
thing.
feel like that's not a bad champion. You just fully take out of the equation.
Yeah.
I do think, like, last game we had a big focus on Flocon. I feel like we have some good champions open potentially for bot lane this time around, and hopefully we can see more action in the bot lane.
I think, what did Maddie do to Winthrop?
This guy
It's
had
his
to like
Lilia
1v9.
ban.
This guy had to
Maddie's-
1v9.
They
Yeah.
hate this guy.
Fun fact about Maddie. Maddie mostly only plays animal champions.
What are you
He
trying
never
to say?
he never plays any human. Name one human champion that Maddie plays.
Sinzao.
How many reps does he have on Zinzao?
A ton. It's literally
Not enough. Not as much as Lilia. I don't see Zenzel getting banned. here.
Okay, that
You
is
know,
true.
it's,
That
he
is
gets Nunu
valid.
bans, Lilia bans, Volibear bans, Maokai bans. Maokai's a
But
treat.
are we counting Sejuani as the animal or the rider on the hog?
Can we go 50-50? Can we say neutral?
I think Sejuani is animal. I mean, think about it. All the abilities are related to the boar. You know,
Because Nunu is the rider of Willem.
Sejuani ban.
Okay, Maddie is
See?
actually him. This guy this guy literally got all 3 bans. This guy's actually him.
That's
We do go with the Jarvan ban here. Honestly, I kind of like it. I think Jarvan's in a pretty good spot right now. Just a solid jungler. For the 3rd ban, it might just be a. Like I said, it's gonna come down. I mean, Maddie's gonna have some pocket picks here, but also I hope Miracle has another pocket pick. I think the Poppy pick was another pocket pick because I think the Poppy pick.
I think we
was
just
good.
go with Rel. I mean, Miracle's always performed well on Rel, and we kind of just need that extra. You know, like last game, we had an issue with Miracle. We weren't sure if he wanted to engage or if he wanted to peel, and I think Rel's is the perfect champion to just always engage, always go all in, and that matches with Ricky's playstyle and Lig's playstyle. I think Rel is what we want here.
So we are gonna get the Maokai here, and I'm actually worried about Winthrop just playing like a super, honestly, a hard comp to deal with. Like they can go like Maokai, Ziggs. They obviously took out the Jarvan and the Pantheon, but who's to say like they can't play like Talia?
Right.
Just these heavy AoE
Yeah.
champions.
And the problem with Maokai, you know, it is a very support jungler. Like he is going to be, it's probably going to be gank heavy. There is a high chance of getting counter jungled. It's just, and likely Maddie's going to end up going behind because of that.
Yeah, Hiwi pick, I do love it. I mean, Flocon just played Syndra, absolutely demolished. I think Wei has a similar lifestyle. Just play back, throw QE,
Lifestyle.
throw EE. It is what it is.
That is the equation for mid lane.
Artillery from afar.
Yeah. So it is. We're gonna have to pick jungle this rotation. So I don't know what Maddie could. Like, I don't know if I really love a pick here, to be honest.
He's more than likely probably going to play Zinzao.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Zinzao,
just a solid
yeah.
champ here. Yeah.
There we go. His favorite human champion. All the animal champions were banned out.
Yeah. I don't think this is like a crazy pick either. I don't think it's gonna like win in the game. I just think it's a solid pick here. It's good in the mouth.
There's a lot of good counter jungle potential though. That's the thing. Exactly what we were talking
I
about.
think unfortunately for Ricky though, that this does set up Ricky having to play a tankier top laner because they're
Yeah.
gonna need someone to eat the Maokai ult for the rest
Yeah,
of the
I
team.
think you just gotta put Orin in the bag. Just put the fries in the bag and just call it a day. Just put Sion in there. You're just gonna, like I said, we're gonna get the Thalia here. We might potentially get the Ziggs in the bot lane and just completely let go of top. Because honestly, Winthrop's top, it's gonna come down to pocket pick too. Like they honestly don't care. They're playing for this AoE comp. Maybe they put Orin in the bag. We'll see what happens.
You're getting insider information from Winthrop's Valo team or what?
I'm just
You're gonna say you're just him
I
or?
just be putting champions together. Ooh, we are gonna take the
No.
rel. So this kind of comes back now.
We had
Back
to
to what I
take
was
it
saying.
away. I mean,
Yeah,
it was obvious.
I think this puts a lot of pressure on Miracle. You know, like you said, you're known for his rel. You're known for his Nautilus. Now let's say you slam the Nautilus here, but now, I mean, you're gonna ban these top laners, and it's gonna come down like a
Yeah, I
tanky
mean,
tank.
Nautilus might work out. Nautilus is one of those champions again, like kind of like Poppy. You either go all in or you just stick back and peel your 80
Alistair.
carry. Alistair is a good pick. I completely forgot about this champion, honestly.
Yeah, I think it helps a lot. Another kind of beefer to take the Maokai ult.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
just someone to tank more. It's gonna be a huge pressure on Lig. I actually think I think Winthrop actually might ban like Yunara and Kaisa, and I don't. Oh, SEC actually opted to ban Yunara, which is interesting in my opinion because Lig doesn't have many options here because he has to be like a huge damage dealer in this game.
I think Lig's gonna go look more like a hyper carry, and he doesn't need to be super aggressive. Like he's just gonna have to sit back. Like he does like Zeri.
Unfortunately, playing not aggressive is not in the SCC vocabulary, so we'll see. We'll see about that.
They are
Yorick.
opting to ban Yorick here. Maybe just afraid of the split pressure here.
We have won some pretty impossible games with a Yorick split push for Ricky, so might as well
Yeah.
just take that out of the
They're kinda-
equation.
They could probably just kind of opting out like, hey, I don't want to lose to something like cringe or has nothing to do with the
Yeah.
macro. I'm just gonna ban it and kind
Speaking of
take away.
cringe, Corky ban, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a pretty good ban for their comp. But they did leave the Ziggs open. And I think the Ziggs is so good for Winthrop's comp at the moment.
Unless Lig's gonna play it.
Oh,
They do get
There's
the first pick
potential.
of the
I mean,
bans.
Winthrop's comp Ziggs, like they are pretty AP heavy if they do play Ziggs. So I'm
I would
not
love
sure
it.
if that's.
I would love a Ziggs and
yeah.
like a heavy engaged top.
They got rid of the Ricky Yasuo.
That's the Yasuo.
Hey, shout out Ricky. Shout out Ricky. That's an insane ban, I guess. Put respect on the Yasuo from Ricky.
They just hate our top side.
Yeah, I think man, honestly, this draft could go either way. I do think you have to. I do think Zig counterpick is the answer here, or not counterpick. He opts to go Kaisa, goes
Yeah.
comfort, but I think Winthrop is gonna put Ziggs in the bag. Actually, like Ziggs, Ornn, any type of tank, and they're just gonna poke you to death.
I
and
feel
just
like
be-
Ziggs is too AP heavy now, no?
No,
A little bit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of 80 top laners that are really good, and
yeah, like
uh,
Aatrox,
true.
Aatrox, like maybe like Aatrox Ziggs lock in here.
Well,
I mean,
well, Denethor we know plays a lot of Camille, plays, split push top carries.
Camille's
And
good too. I like Aatrox. I like
Camille will be a
Ziggs.
very tough pick.
Let's see what they opt here. I'm actually very interested. They go for Jace. That's another solid AD pick. In the top lane.
Finally, the 80.
I think the Jace though leans even more into the leans even
Lock
more.
it in, lock it
it
in,
in.
lock it
It
in.
leans even more into the Ziggs because you basically have like Jason Ziggs in the back line just poking him down. There's no way they go Lucian. This is an insane
This
like
is
Lucian
interesting.
line. Wow,
What?
that is. I wasn't expecting that, to be
It's
honest.
very interesting.
Yeah, I think.
This is going to be very hard for Lucian.
Yeah, I don't see Lucian getting too many lines here. This might have just been a scenario of like, just give me Lucian and I'll own.
Lucian is really, really good into
The
Kai'Sa.
Sion pick is coming out.
Yeah.
This feels like...
This feels like it was just a comfort pick against Kaisa. It was for the
This,
lane.
this feels like Winthrop's like, we want to dumpster this bot lane.
Yeah, it kind of feels like last game where they just put Ashe against Jhin and called it a day.
Yeah.
They prefer the matchup over like the team comp, which
Yeah.
you can't.
And they probably know that our bot lane is aggressive, so they're always going to pick a winning team comp and winning team fight against bot lane because they know we're going to fight. So I do agree with the Lucian pick. It's a hard game for Lucian, but it's a good lane for him.
Yeah, I think, man,
But Winthrop could run into the same problem they had last game, where if Lucian doesn't get off to the greatest start, like say he doesn't get 2 or 3 kills in lane, all of a sudden you have Sion, Xin Zhao, all of these beefy boys to get through. You have
Yeah.
the Alistair with ult. Like, that's a lot of damage that Lucian is going to have to put out, and you're relying on a Talia to pick someone eventually, and then
Yeah.
you just CC them to death.
like the first game though, I think a CC draft is just well rounded. It's just a good league draft. You have a couple tanks. You got Flocon and Lig in the back.
They're comfortable.
Yeah, they're comfortable. Winthrop on the other hand, and we're immediately
wow.
jumping in. We're fighting on the red side. Rel hopped over.
Hard prediction at level 1.
Ricky is dead to Lucian and
The Sion passive.
chunking down
Bop
rapid.
'em.
Wade QW misses.
Flash.
We're still fighting in the mid lane. Talia's poking Lig. Lig
All
kills
right,
Lucian.
we have kills on both ADCs
And Papa
now.
might die here too. Flocon gets the lead as well. And honestly, not that bad for ICC.
Yeah, we just lost out on the first blood, but really that worked out. Look at the flashes on the board. You know, we wiped off like a bunch of summoner spells on their team,
And
and we definitely come out on top for that.
And I was worried there because, like you said, Lucian getting ahead, you kind of want to
Yeah.
keep him at bay, and this guy immediately comes out of the first blood. It gets kind of scary.
Yeah.
But Kaisa's able to answer, so hopefully lane isn't,
Yeah, and Flocon came out on top too.
yeah, coming back to lane with a long sword.
I think the really important thing here is that both our carries have their summoner spells, and bot lane or Lucian doesn't.
I think
Yeah.
it's really important for this bot lane to have both their flashes.
Yeah, I also agree.
Maokai will be there regularly.
Yep. And then, and also Ricky dying. I mean, it's fine.
I mean, yeah, that is true. I mean, wow, we're fighting so
Wow.
early. I mean, it
I
makes
mean,
sense.
we're pressing abilities on the champion.
The level
Level 6 is insane.
The level 2 advantage, just based off of the pressure because you got that kill late on Talia, is
Yeah, and getting
so
boots
important.
on Flocon, that does make a big difference.
Yeah, all jokes aside, amazing trade by Flocon. I mean, it is what you're supposed to do, getting that early advantage and boost there. And now, bot lane is doing the same exact thing. They got that level 2, pressuring them off the lane. It's honestly a beautiful league here.
We're in a very comfortable spot
Yeah.
for Miracle, and like this is exactly how they want to play their lane. This is exactly how they want to push up. This is perfect.
And Maokai was forced to path bot to top. So bot lane actually has quite a bit of time before Maokai makes or tries to make their life miserable.
Yeah, and as threatening as Maokai is, he's not really much of a threat 3-6 because in that early skirmish he gets the burn flash, so you really don't have to worry about the root there, the flash root.
Yeah, genuinely, like Maokai, like, I mean, as a bot laner, you shouldn't be able to let a Maokai just walk up on you and root you like that.
Yeah.
So I do think Maokai's kind of out the count for ganks right now.
He is getting a little active
top.
here.
He's going to want the passive to bop him.
Gets the shield on.
There's
Flashes
potentially
the
the
Q.
cooldowns. Oh my goodness. Jace does have flash, so yeah, we're just gonna opt to go for the wave there.
Yeah, it's not the worst death. It is a little unfortunate that he had the flash and Jace is able to keep his. But like you said, just gonna clear the wave, keep you back, and it's like he never died.
Straight back to business.
This is standing Ricky in front. We know what we do. What we do.
Yeah. Honestly, probably when they pick Sion and draft, they're like, okay guys, you're down 0-5, let's play the game.
It's all about tempo and pressure. Sion delivers.
I will say one thing, this bot is doing a tremendous job. Rell's checked out.
Maddie's here.
And we might just 2v2 here. Liggs flashes in, cleanses, and he gets the Feudal Warfare, able to take down the Rell. Maddie's here, but we're probably just going to shove the wave in. I don't like a dive here. Miracle making
Yeah,
way too low.
I think Maddie
Just shove
coming
the
here
wave.
was important though, because I think there was potential for Lucian to finish off Lig there.
Well, my guy also did path towards bot, so there is a world that he could have just trialed that and try
Yeah.
to fix the lane, which is probably what he thought.
Ricky
but,
starting off his proxy farming.
Yep.
Gotta crash those waves.
Yeah. No, this is very good. Both jungle, the Jin Zhao, even with the Maokai.
Volcon giving him 3 seconds before they start to prep for Dragon.
All we have to do is after we get this bot prio and contest drag, Lig cannot give up the shutdown. It's very natural that they and 0-5. We're not even gonna look at it. This is part of the.
It's all
part of the
going
script.
according to plan.
Literally
Yep,
part of the
this is
script.
part of the script.
Every time Lig gets a kill, it's probably mandatory. Every time Lig gets a kill, he has to die.
Ricky is the sacrifice.
Yeah.
It's a trade-off, you know. You equivalent exchange.
You giveth and taketh.
Well, I
Man,
mean, business
Flowcon
as
is
usual. In the
pressing
mid
buttons
lane.
and
Yeah.
hitting spells tonight. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm not even kidding. That's not easy to QQ in the EE.
He has played a ton of play in his life.
Yeah.
He's become very,
Miracle
very
lurking
good
on
at
the side. Maybe go for a flash. Go for like a flash headbutt knockup, but we're just gonna opt to run back down the bot.
It's still important for him to roam this early on. You know, it shows that you know, our bot lane is nice and secure, and you know, just showing around, appearing around on the map.
It's also while these summoner spells are down, Lig is safe. Now obviously Maokai flashes up, so he's probably gonna linger more. Rel's flash is coming back up. And just abusing the fact that they had to burn those summoner spells so early, they were able to apply pressure to other places. Lig is pretty safe.
Right, and yeah, and helping keep the tempo of like aggression and just, you know, showing across the map, it helps a lot.
Ricky going to try and find Maokai. But he's literally just a ward for his team.
Yo, this is important information. Ricky is doing some very important work right now. We just got information on the top side.
Hey, is he just gonna all back top? Is he 6 yet? I can't see.
Nope, they're doing it.
No,
they're
we're going for objectives. This is an objective game.
Oh, Flocon is
We're
getting ganked
lane
here though.
swapping.
And the flash is up by now. He gets his stun, gets his back.
It's the
Flash
fear
back.
into the turret though.
Oh my
This
goodness.
Flaucon is so insane. Like, just a heads up play of popping E, make sure to press the fear, and then just hits him with every spell with it.
No one saw it, Maddie. Don't worry.
It's okay, Maddie. It's
no
okay.
One, no one saw
I saw
that.
the vision. I saw the vision.
So-
I saw the input buffer vision,
So
but it's okay.
anyway,
No. Oh my
Flowcon is
goodness.
pressing buttons.
You know, and the thing that I love about that, what Flowcon just did there is he didn't really back off at all there. He had faith. He knew what his
He knew
champion's
his personal
capable of.
ability,
You know,
yeah.
he's had his reps. He knows what he's capable of. And I love that confidence for us. We need that right now.
And now we're gonna go to the lane swap. Just like Kaiser free farm. Just stay 2-0, get this farm up, and let Sion suffer because you're already 0-3.
We're going to get a replay on
Backs up
this.
to
Now this is beautiful, yeah.
yeah, Maokai comes in, and he's to take a step to knock the way towards the Talia. It actually sets him up for the fear into the tower. So he takes an extra turret
Right.
shot, and then he's just standing in the
Yeah,
way.
throwing up the
right?
thumbs up.
And believe it or not, he still has flash.
Yeah, he didn't back off once.
That's aura.
Sion does get body blocked by the Maokai. Lucian does dash in, and he's getting checked out, but Ricky lives on weak side. This, guys,
Yeah,
the stars making it.
you know, and we have they're putting all these resources in trying to get Ricky, and they're just not getting anything out of it. This is exactly the game plan. This is the exact script we
He
needed.
dies a lot early to lower his gold value for when they do come from.
And not only that, he dies when he chooses to. See
We
what
have
happens
a
when they
bush
try to
camp
triple
here.
dive it?
Maddie's throwing out his ultimate.
Flocon is here to just chip. So he does zone out to Tilia.
It might be the first ability he's missed.
Oh my, but he hits the QW. Oh my god, he is so
It was all
dialed.
according to plan. He missed that first one, so we can blow his flash and
if a
secure the
carry
kill.
gets a kill, mandatory Ricky death.
As we said,
At like
the sacrifice was necessary.
perfectly fine. He actually chunked Lucian and takes Lucian TP.
Right, and then, you know, we got to path all around grubs for this. This is perfect. I mean, so far it's going all according to plan.
Also for the viewer joke, this may not be obvious. But yeah, all 3 Void Grubs, and for someone like Sion who seems to be in the sideline a lot, these Void Grubs they're gonna be annoying.
What do you think it was like little Flocon when you're 13, 14 and you're challenger and just
Being a mechanical prowess,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, we're witnessing the first time. This guy, I mean,
now
he didn't even miss the E. He just zoned off Talia, so he hit the QW here.
Exactly.
Like,
it
it's
was
just
it
so
was all
perfect.
intentional.
yeah.
All roads lead to Flocon.
Honestly, that's a pretty impactful death. That's a pretty impactful death on the Jays because it was slower start up to the steal.
Yeah, and Jace is one of those characters as well that, you know, if you can't get ahead, you're pretty useless.
Yeah. I guess the serrated dirt could go really nice as of right now, but
I think this is actually really important that Flocon is this far ahead because we do know that Lig likes to press R and to go in and not
We
to
don't
stay
talk about
alive.
that. We
So-
don't talk about that.
So with literally all of the gold on those two, you have at least a backup carry
yeah.
just in case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Wei is the important, you know, character in these fights with that AoE and burst potential. And
I mean, we
think
just
we
have
way bigger.
everything right now.
Yeah,
Like,
we
the
have
Void
way more
Grubs,
burst
we have the
potential.
Scuttle, we have river control, we're getting red buff vision. Like it's perfectly beautiful. Taking out this red, this pink ward, it's across the board.
I think St. Clair is very happy about this early game.
Yeah. I mean,
We
they've
can't
been
get too
happy
happy,
before
though.
though. Yeah, they've been.
We can't get too happy. Can't overheat.
We'll see how
Wow.
quickly they learn from their mistakes.
No vision by the way.
Check in
That was a-
PC.
Well, it's important that Ricky's still, you know, at 0-4, he's still being annoying in the top lane.
We are getting this drag though, prodding bot a little bit, drink the pasta all. Maokai all for disengage. Bring the Lucian all. Maddie all. I mean this. What a good. He tanks the Maokai out so his teammates can't get ulted, and then they're like, oh, going. And then the guy gets the ult, and now the Lucian. And we're going back in. Rel gets caught out. What a good headphone by Miracle, and Lig has another kill under his belt. This guy is so fat.
This role is so sad. You had
100%.
three different people sitting in a vision pocket, and they have no real reason to stay there. And so you walk up just a little bit, and you get headbutted into 4 people.
I mean, ICC are just playing on par right now. Maybe from the first game, they're like, guys, this is winnable. Like, this is a beautiful sequence here. So Miracle, you know, leans in a little bit. They understand, hey, disengage. Maddie takes it, then pops ult. That's big because he denies all the damage and still takes Maokai out. And then, like you said, this pocket right here is just
So sad. But
here we are, another mid fight, and Flocon gets his shut down on Rolo. It's not the worst of the worst. And we're gonna go back in. Maddie gets a kill on Maokai. They get second choke away. Rel hits the stun. The Talia ult to get out, and honestly, you take that trade. Rel gets the shutdown. I mean, could have been worse. Someone else could get a shutdown. But you also burn the Talia off. So this global pressure is off the map. Obviously, you're gonna have TP, but just another thing that you don't have to worry about is Sion can probably sit comfortably top lane a little bit more.
we didn't get the sound equivalent yet, which is a
Worrisome.
bonus.
Worrisome, but a bonus.
Worrisome.
we're net positive that fight. Yeah, I mean, like, and Ricky is still, you know, being a nuisance in the top lane. There we go.
Whoa,
That's
the
the
man
man
himself.
himself. Yeah.
And I was gonna say the only negative thing is that Flocon didn't buy Darkseal because he's so far ahead that this guy would have just had so many stacks. But and I'm being a positive because you just died. So there you go.
Blackfire Torch is
So broken. That means waves are gonna be perma shoved, and you're gonna have perma prio on both these objectives. It's gonna be so nice.
so add little Leandries on top of that, burning for eternity.
Yeah. And especially when you have like this Maokai, who's really their only tank shredder, it allows you to play the front to back. You know, you're gonna be able to just burn them out, do the damage, and then just kind of play these fights slower. You don't have to always go all in. Kind of like what they got stuck in that purgatory last game.
Maddie.
Oh,
We are early Maokai on. Hug flash is over and Flock
They
is caught
want
on
him,
again.
yeah.
And they got the Maokai out. Okay.
I mean, they needed to do that.
I don't know
unfortunately.
why we didn't give the heal Lucian, but you know.
Well, Maddie was headed on his way down.
Miracle is
for
trying to
this exact
dive.
play.
They have the redemption though. Talia might live on redemption, gets the heal. Maddie misses, but he dives back in, gets the kill. Lig is tanking though, and they get traded out and they go 1-1. Honestly, that's actually pretty bad. That should have been a way cleaner dive because now they're going to counter dive. Rao's coming back in with
It
the
took
Lucian
way
and the
too long.
Maokai. It took way too long. Maddie's trying to heal, Miracle's trying to save, everyone's trying to press buttons, but at the end of the day, these people are going down, and just like that, their lead has changed a lot.
Yeah, Winthrop did a really good job of just taking back the tempo there. I mean, they knew they had that plan. You know, they knew they wanted to get Flocon, and immediately after that, they moved down.
Yeah, unfortunately, this all starts when Maddie starts to go down to the bot lane, and then he sees Khan getting killed, tries to walk up to the mid lane, and then delays this go sequence, and Winthrop is able to follow up.
Yeah, it also is tragic that Lig took turn aggro there and ended up dying, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just redemption though. That is just so good.
It's getting nerfed on Wednesday. I'm so happy. Like, everyone in the world is happy. Like, that item is getting nerfed into oblivion. It has been the most broken item.
Yeah, I mean, the
forever.
Cilia is 1 HP and then instantly back up to 50. It's at the end of the day, you gotta count for those things. You know, you don't even have to. In my opinion, you don't really have to turn dive there. Just take these fights for that. Necessary.
Yeah, but I think they just felt the pressure too. You know, after losing Flocon mid, they have 3 in the bot side. They had to do
Rel does
something.
have the flank here. They're trying to dive again, and Lucian dashes away, completely dodges everything, and now Lig is just caught out, and now we're dead again in a 2v2 bot lane.
It's a disaster.
And just like that, Winthrop has the gold lead. They're gonna get bot pyro after this. All the vision that SCC had worked for is gonna go down. Flocon is 3-2. Everyone's just losing their lead.
Yeah.
The worst part is that Ricky hasn't died again.
Yeah, over the last 5 minutes, both heavily targeting both carries for SEC, and
Yeah.
it's working out.
Yeah, I think after that chase in bot lane, they realized like, hey guys, like why are we chasing the Sion? We gotta focus on the carries, and they completely flipped the switch on it. It's working out.
And I feel like that's also on the carries because you have to understand, like, they're gonna hunt you down. You guys have to shut down. You are the win con for SEC. They're gonna look for these angles.
Lucian's very, very big, so he will be pumping damage.
Yeah.
He has a lot of mobility. He starts with the Essence Waver. He has infinite mana. Like,
I feel like the strength of SEC before when I see the lead, or let's say if the game was even, their front to back was way better than Winthrop's at first. But now that Lucian is so far ahead, I mean, this guy is just gonna shred everyone. Front to back, it doesn't matter.
I mean, if he gets, also if he just has enough spare gold to get a Black Waver, like that ulti is gonna shred everyone. And JC just
Yeah.
so much extra damage on top of
And he just goes back to the comfort pick. Like, you know, I was kind of clowning his Lucian pick. I thought Zay could just run on top so beautifully, but this guy's just like, there's Lucian. He really does it, so it's not bad.
And in the top lane right now too, like unfortunately you were mentioning, like Jace's has reached a point where he can just contest and not worry about the Sion at all.
Yeah, he's got the Yomu's in. They're ulting Flocon again. He does have the W. They have vision boost, but it doesn't matter.
He's gonna
Oh wow!
hold the flash from Maokai.
It was still a beautiful try by Flocon to hit the fear on the Lucian, so he can't do any more damage to him. It was honestly a really nice
Unfortunately, at this point in the game, though, like we can't just be, you know, solo laning anymore. You know, Winthrop is moving as a unit. They're always doubled up, buddied up,
try.
or
Well, it comes back to
three-manning.
the bomb pyro. The bomb pyro, they shove in the wave, and then that gives them the tempo to mid. Here, our Ricky's gonna come back to mid. We're gonna hit the well up. We're gonna knock up. We have the damage, and Maddie gets the shutdown, which is pretty good.
We'll take what we can get.
It's a pretty good shutdown. We're on Talia. Lig is soloing the Talia. Popped all. Hit. Goes for the flash. Gets the autos.
He's alive.
And he's alive. It's beautiful. Okay, we're gonna get the temple back here. That's a huge shutdown for Miguel.
Does the J snipe come in? Does the long range? Nope.
And he's
We're
out of it.
safe.
He's out of it.
We
He's
are
gonna get the
safe.
speed, but he's gonna get the speed.
Ricky's coming for backup from mid lane.
Oh,
Wow,
and
he had
gets
to commit
dunked
the
on.
flash.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, I think that was worth it for
Yeah, it's
Jace
not-
at this point.
Yeah, but I think Maddie is gonna be a problem in these fights because he's gonna be able to tank the Maokai, and then that Thunder Sky is gonna proc whenever he takes enough damage, and he's gonna be able to ult the rest of the damage. Now Maddie's gonna be I mean, before it was Flocon and Lig who were like the win cons, but I think Maddie's gonna be huge in these teams. Like he has to be.
Yeah.
These carries aren't his head anymore.
And both ADCs are actually super accelerated. They both have 5 kills. They're both just under 10 CS a minute. They're
Yeah.
both working towards their 3rd items already.
It's
Like,
gonna be up to these these exterior play. I don't want to know. We're gonna put Maddie's realm just like who can do better for my teams.
Ricky go Fox 1.
And it's just a complete massacre in the bot lane. Ricky goes down, but he is in the second life. He's hitting. The redemption comes down. Doesn't come down in time. Rel gets half.
Lucian's dead from Miracle.
And Zhen Zhao gets another shutdown. The only negative thing is that Miracle gets a shutdown. We are chasing. Miracle pops the ult. He wants more. Maddie's dashing the minions. He's in. He hits the Q. And Rel is sacrificing himself for the Jace, which is completely fine, and we take those. Lig gets another kill under his belt. Like I said, the only sad thing is Miracle gets the shutdown, but that's a win for SEC. Talia is going to shove this in.
We'll take the 3 for 2 any day.
Yeah, especially at this stage, when everything has been going so bad, you need a couple of these small wins.
And the reason we really won that fight is because of how drawn out it was. You know, like we were talking about our backline. Alistair and the Scion. Oh
yeah, I mean, Maddie plays this perfect. Look at how much he tanks off of this Zhao wall. It's just beautiful. Everyone's focusing on him. Presses R. Everything's already burned, and then they're able to turn this fight and play this long drawn out fight.
He also does a surprising amount of damage. Like, Lig wasn't even in that fight.
Wins
Yeah.
out.
And just melted everyone.
Yeah.
Lig wasn't there. Flocon wasn't there.
Yeah, huge play by Maddie. Like I said, he's gonna be crucial in this fight. Sign back in the top lane.
Business
Doing
as
his
usual.
thing. Business as usual. Clock it. Another day, another dollar for Sign.
Clocking into the top lane. Another wave, another day. There we go. That's the Scion play. This is peak Scion game. Look at the way he's pressing his buttons. This is peak APM.
It looks like Miracle and Flocon are trying to pressure this Jace, potentially set up this revision around Dragon. They know they're not getting Herald. And
You want to potentially get these 4 drags before Winthrop's comb's completely out of line, because I was just about to point out, this Talia and their Seraphs evolved. It's going to go to Lissandre. This Talia and Maokai and Jace, all this poke is going to be a problem.
I think the really sad thing for SEC though, putting up that Herald, is they're already down 2 turns.
Yeah.
There's no T1 to just waste it on. You get the hit, then you kill it. It's gonna hurt.
Exactly. And let's say you want to get the 3rd drag to pressure Soul. They might just trade this 3rd drag for this Rift and potentially pressure an Infinite. So now you have the mind game coming in.
Ricky's going after Talia. Bot looks like it's about to start.
There are 80 carries on top side. I mean, there's. Oh.
Ricky ults into the wall.
Unfortunately, most of his
Trying to
driving
run
mechanics
out.
comes from Rift Herald, not Scion.
Ooh! Stopping the diamond, the dodge illusion off for a little bit. I mean,
So much
style points.
buying so much time.
Yeah.
I mean, we're buying time, but we still haven't done too much, with that time on the bot side.
Another small win action is bot side this map. So luckily we have
Atacon.
Dragon or Atacon, yeah, Atacon and Dragon in the same side.
Ricky was due a death. We've had a lot of kills with other people. Ricky was due one. He was just giving one back.
Right, okay.
I know,
This
I
is
actually
the
read, yeah.
delayed exchange.
And now we get one in the bank for one Atacon and Dragon.
And
Like, this is just
honestly, Red Side's vision here is so
I mean, yeah,
good.
I mean, I guess he did buy time for us to grab all the vision down here, so we did gain more control of the map from that.
But this is where this Maokai comes in. Vision, throw a sapling, take it step by step. They're going to clear all this out.
Ricky's
They're looking for an
instantly
engage though.
teleported.
Maddie's in. And he had to pop off early because he understands that if they went in, they would have just popped them.
This is a really tough spot.
Miracle goes in, hits a triple knockup. Scion hits a knockup as well. We have Flocon cooking.
Flocon is
Flocon in the back.
this fight.
QW. Peeling for Lig. Everyone's chasing. Lig ults in. Papa's 1 HP. Takes him down. Maddie hits the Q but doesn't decide to go in. Perfectly fine. Lucian in the back.
Miracle just hitting combo after
I
combo.
mean,
That was the perfect situation.
That was so beautiful. A triple knockup.
And both our carries were untouched
Everyone
in
on
the back
SEC
line.
is so down. Besides the macro, besides the micro, they're pressing buttons, and it's beautiful to watch. That's the same move.
Yeah, I mean, that was a perfect scenario with that engage, and then both our carries, Flocon and Lig are
And
untouched in the back line.
we're able to get Drag and Atacon. And what's so beautiful about like the triple CC, we're gonna get here again, is champions like Way are able to just mess it. So like we're gonna get the QE into the EE, and then we're able to chase. Flocon hits the QW. Lig's able to ult in, chase the Clea, pop in, and it's just beautiful. Flocon is never scathed and just dealing out so much damage.
Anytime Winthrop gets into a tight space or an enclosed area, that's just a nightmare zone. for them.
Exactly.
You get the Alistair knockup, then you get the Hui CC,
Exactly.
you get the Scion just ready to hit you
Yeah,
with the
and
hammer.
now wait, we've got the Leandries,
And now
we got the Leandries in the pocket now too. It says permanent burn.
And what's even the cherry on top is that we're able to get dragged without the risk of any drop on Rift. So they still have that, but now it's way easier to deal with. You don't have to pressure drag and worry about Rift. There's a huge team fight to win at the moment.
And we're in Soul Point, so we can always force them into another fight exactly like that one. They have to contest
Exactly.
Dragon.
Exactly. Now, I don't want to say it's completely out of the clear for ICC though. Maokai loves these chokes too. Talia loves these chokes. You know, it's just going to come down to who plays the team fight better. If Miracle's hitting 3-man knockouts, ICC is going to for sure win those fights. But here we are, we reset. Kind of push camping here a little bit, but they get sniffed out. Now they're going to reset here. Jace is hurting. I mean, that Q did 20% of Maddie's health.
Sion didn't even have ult last fight.
Sion's on the flank, trying to look for an angle. Maddie's prodding, Sion's prodding. So we're just playing this push-pull here. Jason's trying to poke him with the Qs.
Yeah, it's just a tug of war while there's no objectives.
Yep.
This is how the ARAM game mode was invented. Everyone's favorite game mode.
And now they're just going to go top side. They're going to clear all of SEC's vision, and then the push-pull again, like you're saying, we're just going to go bot side. Fine, you want to take that vision, we're just going to take red side. You know, just kind of playing league here. Crashing these waves, pushing the waves. Jace is going to be here top. He has TP, so he can kind of do this freely. Spread out across the map, kind of looking for picks here and there.
I think we're really looking
SEC
to
does
take
have an
this-
angle here, yeah. If
Yeah,
they, 'cause
we're
if they,
looking to take this mid lane.
if they do lean up anywhere past like this, the middle of the map, SEC are definitely going to try to pull the trigger. They want these team fights right now.
Unfortunately, this is the first lull of this entire series. It's just been bloodbath
Yeah.
the entire way through.
And now, but maybe SEC learned. They're like, hey, in these moments, why don't we just slow down and try to just, you know, push out waves, play the game. Maybe they're playing for the 4th dragon like last time, just kind of slowing it down.
Haven't had a Baron fight, so you never know.
Yeah. Maybe once Baron spawns though, it might be a little scary.
But SEC has, like, they have priority over any objective. So, like, if Winthrop, they have to go to Dragon to prevent Soul, which just gives SEC Baron,
Yeah.
or vice versa. So, like, it's really up to SEC to dictate what they want to do. Winthrop finally drops.
Yeah, and this is definitely not exactly a prime here. Like, I don't think they wanted it here, but I was running mostly drop it. Obviously, we're gonna just turn off of it.
Here's looking to Hexblock into the wall
Yeah.
to try and...
He does have an angle here.
Oh, we're going to bot.
Oh, the
Oh, he
snipe!
snipes! Maddie is going in, he's chasing the row. It's all of his abilities, but Maokai is with a counter all in the tunnel. This is where it gets scary. Talia could drop, he drops the wall, and they all flash over. They're on the same page right now. They're going front to back now. They're on the Jace.
Unfortunately, we're
Jace
just
is dead.
split.
No, it's perfectly fine.
Volkan is so tanky, just all alone. He still hasn't
He's
gone down.
1v2ing and is still alive. Sign is able to chase in the backline, take down the Lucian, and now we're on the Maokai. Maokai goes down on the side. Maddie takes out Rel, and now we're jumping onto the final carry, and Talia is down.
It's a 5-0. It's an ace.
It's an
Wow.
ace, and we're gonna get Baron. We get all
We
the
didn't
tempo
even
off this.
sacrifice Ricky. That was perfect.
While we get
Oh, we
Baron,
got
we're gonna
off
shove
of
out
Baron,
waves
yeah.
here. I mean, it's
We
just
need
beautiful.
this mid turret.
Yeah, honestly, what's Ricky doing? Not dying. Like, what are we doing? Like,
Yeah. Honestly, a beautiful, well-played fight. And the fact that they understood that the Maokai all was coming to that tunnel, that's where it did get scary. That's where, you know, Lucian can just pelt you down.
the fight MVP is straight up Flocon.
No, he 1v2.
He was
like,
1v2. He was all alone and just getting hit while 3 members chased a single Winthrop member.
Yeah.
And then as soon as Winthrop started losing members, they fell like dominoes.
It was just a Seeker's arm guard. I would love to see this replay. So here we are. A beautiful smite, by the way, to engage. Then we hop on the route. We play the front to back. Maddie hits all his spells. They try to counter engage with the Maokai ult.
The Xin Zhao ult just nullifies the Lucian ult.
Counter nullify. And then this is where, let's pay attention to the top side. He
Zanya to dodge to Talia.
Yep, which is beautiful. And then they think that they can dive under after the millions. But this guy is so deceivingly tanky and also hits the fear on Lucian. So Lucian isn't able to do any damage on that top side. Meanwhile, on the bot side, there's just 3v3 running down the back. Here we are in this fight again. Redemption doesn't hit anyone. Maokai ult is down. Maddie with a huge ult. Nullifies
Oh my God,
everything.
Jojo
Flocon
is in the
snipes
back
Maokai. Rel is dead. Flocon Penta?
Those double
Flocon's going in.
burns do so
He's gonna
much.
hit Q. He hits E on them. Triple kill. Flocon's still going in. Quadra kill.
Give it to him. You have to give it to him.
No
Report
way,
Lig.
Lig.
Report him.
Lig. No,
Oh
actually
my
report this guy.
God,
No.
Lig.
Times 9.
No.
That was Flocon's Penta.
No,
that
that
was
is
Flo-
no,
that
that
was
is
a Penta in my
despicable.
books.
No, that is despicable.
No, seriously, like, at Drew Levin with that and tell, like, get
No,
Drew.
that is, and it's not a scenario where like, oh, he can counter Penta or like he's gonna get away. No, dude, he like you know he's dead. You just press no ability.
Do we end game here? We end game
Yeah,
here.
yeah, Riot. That guy right there, 3 data.
100%.
3 days.
I'm down.
Let's-
no,
let's-
I'm actually that.
That's purposely creeping.
I'd have to agree with you. We get middle inhibitor here. We can't end the game, but I mean the amount we have Soul. We denied Baron. The amount of pressure that we have on the map is crazy, and we also get more standing gold with the bottom 2-2 tower. It's an insane spot that SCC are in. A huge. I don't know. Winthrop, I got a claw, heavy claw, crazy plays.
Yeah, we're watching Blokan here. Look, snipe here, and he's untouched
just-
the whole fight. Just perfect positioning as well.
It's their front line is too beefy. Like Maokai hits not even a bad all. The Tilly hits combo. And then you just see Jace teeter tottering on the side. He doesn't know what to do. And he goes to the power Q, and then what? He's gonna try to dunk people who can't kill him and shot and just dies. It's such an awkward situation for Winthrop because they don't have the damage.
Like, Volcon's playing a champion that is purely skill.
Yeah,
He does not miss.
he actually doesn't.
It is disgusting. The one thing that SEC doesn't want to do, though, is wait long enough to flip an over.
Exactly. And that's where we're going in right now. We're trying to catch the Maokai. And Maokai's so beefy, and Flokan hits the W, and Lick hits it. They're both the QW, and then like Lick hits the normal W.
I think this is just it.
Yeah, we're just gonna shove it on top. Maokai's dead. You don't have to worry about the all.
Jace's bottom. He has the TP, but
Yeah,
you're,
we're gonna get bottom and hip here.
you're giving up the top of his.
Yeah, this is a very winning position for SEC.
They still have the Baron buff as well.
Jace still isn't back to his. They know.
Maddie ults everything, nullifies everything. I mean, I was just about to say, you can't. This Flowcon is just gonna chunk you down. Let's say even if you play this long game in phase, it's over. You're like, yeah. So we're gonna push this into turn, and we're gonna take you down,
SEC takes game 2.
and we're going to map 3.
SCC take games too.
We're going to map 3.
Flowcon takes game 2.
Production?
Flowcon takes
Q
game
silver
2.
trips.
I'm gonna need a damage chart on that.
Flowcon V9.
That was insane. That
We
very
did,
pleasure to watch.
all 3 of us did predict a game 3, though.
Yeah,
did.
we did.
We
We
did.
did. We're pretty on par for
Honestly,
predictions.
SEC, prove me wrong. I'm down for a 2-1 for SEC. You already know me.
It very well could
All
have been a
love, baby.
2-0 for SEC.
It could have been.
I mean, I think we are on track to kind of like ride that hype right now. Flocon's feeling. I mean, even game 1, Flocon was playing great. You know,
I,
he's
at this
locked
point,
in.
they might have to let through some of Maddie's picks the way Flocon's playing.
But what does Maddie have left?
It's also a situation where what does Flocon have left? You have Talia off the board. That's another mage. You have Syndra off the board. You have Wei off the board. You have the Galio. He's really gonna have to.
Vladimir.
There is Vlad.
The
they have it
Vladimir.
made.
Honestly, for a game 3 in Fearless 2, that is pretty good. I mean, you're not completely like rendered loose. I'm not trying to like diss Flocon. You have Aura. You have a couple other things, but these heavy mages are off the table.
He has his entire pool, though. All of the bans have been top side and
That is
jungle.
true. You just only have the picks.
So yeah, Flocon, I think he's chilling. He'll be fine. He's like, if Aurora happens to get through, he has Aurora. He has the Yari. He has a bunch. He might have a couple secret picks.
All I know, Ricky, put Orin in the back. Like
I
just
was just
play
about
a
to say,
tank.
I don't know if like
Just-
Flocon was the MVP or Ricky was the MVP. I think Ricky, you know,
Just
his
play a tank. Let Lig, let
Ricky
Flocon
did his
shine.
job. I mean, he took all the pressure.
Everyone did
top
though.
side.
I don't want to take anything
Flocon,
away. Miracle. I mean, that was a
It's true,
game-winning team
but
fight. The triple knockup
genuinely-
really set the tempo.
Genuinely, Flocon was kind of untouched in the early game because everybody was focused on this Scion that was
Yeah.
just running across the map and all around you being a nuisance.
Overall,
One thing I got to give SEC credit for, though, is they had the lead early.
exactly. I
They
was just about to say
they
that.
lost it, and then they brought it back.
It got a little scary.
Just about to, like overall, like I would say, from game 1 to game 2, I would say they were in very similar situations. They have
Yeah.
a sort of a lead, then they kind of toss it, and then they get it back, and this time they didn't toss it. They played they played the objectives, they played the team fights well, and it
All right,
was a
let's see
good
the
league
stats
to watch.
screen. I mean, Ricky at the top. We got
Yeah.
1 and 6. Nothing we weren't expecting. He did his job. I wish we could see like damage charts or like damage taken and things like that because I think Ricky actually pulled so much pressure.
I mean, I also think Maddie did his ult. Like, there is never a time that this guy ulted and I didn't shout
That's
it out
true.
because he didn't like nullify everything. It was so insane.
Maddie may have straight up started the snowball single-handedly with that bot lane fight, where
Yeah.
where he just kills 3 people, all without Lig there. Jojo getting caught out.
Yeah.
yeah, there we go. I mean, Miracle was
Miracle
the MVP.
played insane. Miracle played insane. We constantly bring it up. The triple knockup. Even the route catch when he headbutted them back into the
Yeah.
bush. He just had tons of
Yeah.
Alistar plays.
I mean,
Tons.
that Alistair 4-man knockup by the Dragon Pit, I mean, that was also a fight that snowballed the game. I mean, he was dialed in. That was Evil Mike of the game.
Yeah.
And, you know, we see his MVP picture here. I think that's a Nautilus reference. There's a chance maybe we'll see him on Nautilus as well.
I said it in game and I'll say it again. SEC They're pressing buttons. They're pressing buttons. They're playing insane.
We are
right
locked
now.
in.
Yeah, well, if Flocon doesn't miss skill shots, I mean, you're going to do a lot of damage. You're going to get a lot of kills. You're going to open the mid side, or you're going to, not the mid side, but you're going to open up, you're going to open up mid, and you're going to buy your team a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that is our kind of our game plan. You know, Ricky pulling pressure, mid just kind of doing their own thing. No, not too many skirmishes there. And bot lane, you know, constantly fighting. That's kind of always been the SEC script.
And I'm not-
And we followed it in game 2 as well. But I think in the third game, there's more potential now. You know, especially with Fearless Draft in mind, our picks are going to get a little different here. So I don't know if we're going to follow the same script.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to diss Winthrop or their ADC, you know, 80-80 completely, because the Lucian, he was frying on it.
Yeah.
But it comes down to composition. I think Ziggs would have just been a better pick. So, I mean,
Now you're mentioning. I mean, in game you were mentioning the Lucian was a good pick. So
Well, in reality,
well,
like, honestly, like, what did the Jace do?
Jace
Also
was
true.
pretty irrelevant that game.
Like you said, we can't see the damage charts, so obviously we can't see if, like, he actually did a lot. He could have been doing a lot of damage, but it could have ended up into an Alistar ult, the Xin Zhao ult, and it could have been really heavily mitigated. And like the Jace just wasn't effective. He wasn't getting onto Link. He wasn't getting onto Flocon and chunking them for 80% immediately, getting them out of the fight early, and they were just.
well, yeah, but talking about these, you know, champs, these pick bands. We're just gonna have to wait till the next series. I'm very excited, and we'll see you then.
I heard that you're better now, hiding out in a seaside town. Always knew what I wanted reflected back to me. A life like mine kept me wondering if you are coming back. And I miss you in the winter with the windows down, a dazzling fire and a tarnished crown. Are you coming back? 'Cause holding on to you is like holding on to smoke. You're drifting through my fingers every time I think I'm getting close, and I go. You know it all. How you wrapped around my mind. You let me fall. 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 Walls I built all tumble down, barriers of a heart I found, and I want it back. I let you in, kept you company, gave until I couldn't breathe. Do you remember that? 'Cause holding on to you is like holding on to smoke. You're drifting through my fingers every time I think I'm getting close, and I fall. You know it all. How I gave you what I had, I gave it all. But you let me fall. You let me fall. You let me fall. You let me fall. 'Cause holding on to you is like holding on to smoke. You're drifting through my fingers every time I think I'm getting close, and I go. You know it all. How you wrapped around in my mind, and you let me fall. 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 You let me fall.
I can't stay in my feet. What I'm gonna do if I really want to? But you know, baby, break my mind empty. But you have the key, so open my heart, please, my heart, please. I can't stay in my feet. What I'm gonna do if I really want to? But you know, baby, break my mind, 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 mind. but you're my baby.
You're the ghost in my nightmares. I see your face when I drink. You know I'd be down bad if you wasn't next to me. Long drives with the roof off, and those were the days. How you gonna break my heart and get away? So what if I can't be perfect for you? I'm drowning most nights, 'cause you're no longer mine. Drew hearts on my window, passing, chasing.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're headed to a game 3. The odds were kind of against us, so this is super exciting. We just got off a banger game 2. Flocon, had an insane game. Ricky also had an insane game. But we're excited to be back. I'm Silver on the desk. To my right, I have
Parka.
And to my left, I have the wonderful
Tillo.
So yeah, Parka and Till, what do you guys think of the game 2? I mean, we talked a lot about it already, but just to recap a little.
I think we talked enough. I think I'm very excited.
I mean, yeah, we're
about
just
this
at a
game
loss
3.
for words, right? It was just such beautiful gameplay from Flocon that you just had a loss for words.
It was such a masterpiece Michael Jordan performance that I'm actually ready for game 3.
Put it in the Louvre.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no-
game 3.
Yeah, well, I mean, both games have been absolute bloodbaths.
Yeah.
No time to relax anything, just constant fighting, constant.
And
just
do you think we're going to follow that same script for game 3?
why not?
Yeah, I think
Well, SEC's got to like it. They've been getting off to early leads. I mean, obviously in the first game they kind of fell apart after the Baron, but I mean, for SEC,
I mean, look at
look
us.
at Flocon. I mean, this guy is
Yeah.
just so dialed in. It's actually crazy.
That is peak gamer posture right there.
oh,
You
now
know-
he's sitting up. Oh, maybe not.
He just needed a quick little breather. After pressing buttons the way he did in that
No,
away game,
seriously,
he
yeah.
needed a second to just stretch, relax, and just get back into the game, right?
Yeah.
And
Also,
Ricky here, look at Ricky. He's just perfect focus. Perfect focus,
has
perfect
Flocon
cycling.
been challenger since he was 13?
Yeah, something like that.
That is insane.
I mean, how? I don't.
He'll be turning 20 this year.
Yeah,
Wow.
Maybe they want that to be public though. We shouldn't. Shout out his
He's
age.
got a LOL Wikipedia page.
Oh,
like
okay,
he
okay,
like
okay.
yeah.
He's a big timer here. I mean, like it's Flocon. Like you never heard of this guy? But I mean, we're gonna head into draft soon. But what do we think of the draft? I mean, we are
think-
on Fearless Draft, so
Yeah, I think SEC are gonna for sure stick with like Aurora, Rumble, like those type of bands. I think like the formula isn't gonna change there. I really
Gwenban.
I really hope, like, I have a feeling that Ricky is just going to go, like, Gangplank or something. And I really hope he just puts, like, I keep saying it, just put Oren in the bag, man, and just win the game.
I don't think he can go Gangplank. They're on blue side, so he doesn't get counterpick even if like they save him till end. Like
I just hope like the team play is working. Like they're drafting around these compositions. Both games, I think both games were not. They were in favorable situations and they won game 2.
I'm more interested in a bot pick. I'm curious as to what League is going to play. I think Zeri is probably one of the champions on the board right now.
Aphelios.
Aphelios. Ooh, I forgot about that too.
Unaris though.
Yunara, yep.
I honestly think on blue side, Unara first pick isn't bad. So there might be a war that we just slam
Right.
Lake's pick here.
And we have 2 top bans here already, and these are honestly like bans for Ricky. What do we think he's looking at here with the Camille and Gwen?
Don't scare me. I really think he's gonna go Gangplank here or something ridiculous.
Those are
Yasuo,
very specific
Yasuo,
bans.
I really think like third ban is gonna be Rumble and this guy's slamming Gangplank or something. I hope not, but
I wouldn't be surprised if they put him on an Ornn, potentially a Cho'Gath, like just a beefy boy.
I'm also very surprised about the Orianna pick here because I thought there might have been a world that like they just first pick Orianna because it's just a solid safe pick. Nothing wrong with it.
I think they might be scared of Winthrop potentially grabbing the Nocturne Orianna, and
But
like that's a very strong combo.
I also think like J4 too because they can't ban
Yep.
both, so it actually makes sense.
Yep.
And then they take the yeah, exactly. And honestly, actually, it's a good ban. It's a good ban.
And the Azir Maddie actually
Dodging.
avoids the three-peat
Yeah.
and
And is allowed Lily in this game potentially. We don't know. So I think-
Sejuani looks great here. As Maddie would say.
I think Azir is a solid ban. Flocon is obviously, a
Yeah.
menace on these.
I mean,
majors.
after that performance in game
Yeah.
2, they
Aurora,
really went back to the
I love
drawing
this
board.
pick. I love this pick.
Yeah, they
I
went
think
back to the drawing board and said we gotta ban something for mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be scared of Flocon too after the last couple of games, but they do give him the Aurora, which more than likely is going to Flocon. It's a nice safe pick, nice strong, a lot of team utility. It'll allow him to frame up pretty good.
And then, so we're just gonna see what went up here. I think they have a couple compositions or like a couple answers they could go. They probably know, just based on like SEC's track record, that they aren't gonna be picking that the war is going mid. So apparently he likes to rise into the Aurora.
That's interesting.
I think
Could
this
just
is
be
a pretty.
comfort. Yeah.
I think this is a pretty standard matchup.
Okay.
The Rise is very strong right now. A ton of utility. Like, obviously, his ult allows him to take his whole team with him across half the map. So, of the Corki,
Very solid pick. I think Corki is, especially with some of these ADs gone. I think Corki has more favorable matchups than not. I'm excited to see what League picks into this. I think with the Aurora, I mean, even more reason to go like some type of J4. Love this pick. Just good synergy. You're gonna have the Aurora. You can have J4 ult. I think. I mean, unironically, I'm not even trying to be this dude, but Ornn is actually a great pick. Here. You have Ornn ult. And
We
then
will
J-
get you your Ornn game. We will get you your Ornn game.
what is another like tank top laner that is good here? I wouldn't even mind a Rumble, but I know Ricky doesn't play Rumble, but I think Rumble would be an insane pick here as well. Aphelios, you're getting your Aphelios game. You're just leaving Miracle to float, which I mean you probably got something in the pocket, so let Lake get his ADC in case they.
now this is really sad for Ricky. If he still was able to use the Renekton, and Bess's hate Renekton.
Yeah.
But
And Bess is a pretty good. He knows that Renekton's gone, and Bess is a pretty good pick here because now we're gonna kind of. I don't know what it's more like a player thing. Like he probably doesn't like certain matchups, so he's probably just gonna ban a champ here.
I'm gonna be expecting Winthrop to ban top laners, and
Ricky actually might end up on Gangplank.
St. Clair is probably gonna target a lot more supports.
Yeah.
I mean, what do we have on the board right now for Ricky? We have Ornn, Gangplank. What else?
Garen,
I don't think
maybe he's repping.
I don't think it's really a good
Tryndamere,
Jax game, but Jax is a possibility.
Yeah.
I don't hate Jax here actually, because it'd be very easy to get the stun up. I mean, Aurora J4 ult is huge.
The very scary thing with going Jax is Ambessa wants to skirmish and skirmish a lot. Obviously, we know that Ricky loves fighting, and if Ambessa is one of those where
They
You're
got
not
me.
getting your Ornn game.
They got me. They got me.
They heard you. They
Yeah.
heard you.
if Ambessa does get ahead, she becomes an absolute menace.
Yeah, the Vi ban. So I actually love that ban because I mean J4 and the Vi is kind of like it's a pretty even matchup. But now it's kind of okay. What do you got? What do you have in the jungle
we
that
need
you can
something
answer
that hard
this J4 for?
engage. Yeah.
Sedge.
Sedge.
I mean, tried and true is what it is. Just a solid jungle overall, and then the CSCC's bottom pick. I knew it. I hope they don't like
It locked it in.
Oh.
Braum.
The Brahm's okay. I don't think it's like game winning. I just think it's a solid
Yeah.
pick. Kind of like the Sedge. I think Gangplank is so mid here. I would have loved a.
I mean, there weren't too many
Aatrox.
options. They knew the game plan. They banned out Ornn for a reason.
Yeah, I think Orin would agree. Yeah, but like I still think there's better picks than Gangplank. I love the Aatrox.
I will say SEC has a huge advantage in terms of CC. You don't really have much on the side of Winthrop other than Sejuani. I mean, Rise has a root, but you can only use it on one person.
Yeah.
It's not very effective in a team fight.
Yeah.
These are both skirm heavy, top laners, so
Yeah.
it's gonna come
I
down.
think
to
our
them.
bot lane is looking really strong, and I think like we have strong invade potential here, especially the Braum. I mean, as long as we play it well, there's good potential. We just hopefully just get off to a good start again, grab 1 or 2 kills, and just snowball bot and mid again.
One thing that I would be really scared of with an invade, like we have the Braum, but Corki is like
So
the king
That
of
too.
the king
Yeah.
of like early pressure and strength. Like phosphorus
Right.
bomb is one of the strongest
Yeah.
abilities at level 1.
I'm not sure if we want to take that 50-50.
If
You're
he
right.
gets that on like a majority of the team, then
I wouldn't want to risk it because like Maddie, I guess the Trundle game he kind of played semi behind, but like the second game you saw when he just plays like a normal game of League, he was a great facilitator, and I feel like Jarvan's just another one of those champs that you can facilitate heavy on, kind of like Xin Zhao. So I kind of just want him to stay, keep a steady game and not even risk it.
but you never want to play to lose. You want to play
That
to
is
win.
true, that is
so
true.
I think
But I feel like playing to win is letting Maddie, influence the mid game a little more than.
sure,
if you
but I still think if you're SEC, you go for the invade.
I agree. I think with how much it benefited Flocon and Lig's like lane pressure early on, they were missing flashes. Flocon went to lane with boots. Like it makes such a big difference, especially in the bot lane. I think as long we're gonna be playing aggressive all the time, whether we're winning or losing.
It's tough. It's tough.
So if we're playing aggressive while ahead, it's a guaranteed win in
It's
the
just-
bot lane.
They have both good level 1s. I would even say Winthrop's level 1's better. Because, like, you say they have the Braum, which is true, but they also have the Sedge. They have the Corki. They have just, like, these champs who are not weak level 1 for sure.
Yeah. But you also kind of want to.
I feel like it's more risk right now. Obviously, high risk, high reward,
Yeah.
but I feel like the risk it's very high. If you let these lanes also snowball before you can even play the game,
Yeah.
it's very scary.
But
All right, we're going for the safe,
Yeah.
the safe start.
Yeah. Just a casual 5-point from both teams this time. Obviously, we saw Winthrop invade game 2. Rise and Corki are moving in, trying to get a late ward on the Raptors, give the jungler some info. SEC doing the same on the opposite side, just
Yep.
mirroring each other.
I'm very excited for this mid matchup. Obviously, it's going to be very boring, but for that mid game, I mean, Flocon's just been so impactful on every mage that he's locked in, and Aurora just another strong pick that I don't think he's gonna fall off.
I think the one thing about this Winthrop draft that's different than the other 2 games is they have multiple damage threats.
Very true.
You don't just have the ADC that uses Space Glide like you did with the Ashe. You don't have the Lucian who's really scary if he gets a ton of gold early.
If anything, it's more like their first comp when they have like the Ashe late game. This Rise is gonna become a sentry tank. Like he's gonna just start pelting out Qs and he's gonna do damage.
Yeah, you have the Corki and the Ambassador that really get you through the early mid game, and then as soon as this Rise takes off in the late game, I mean,
Gets those items in, gets the Archangel.
0
gets the-
cooldown.
yeah.
You're pressing QWE all the time,
And he's just so tanky.
Yeah.
He's just standing there pressing. It does get hard.
I mean, we're off to a pretty quiet start, honestly.
Yeah, this
in
is like
terms of our
just a normal game.
just a normal game of League of Legends.
Now, this Corki Karma is going to be very impressive. Like Enchantress plus Corki, who's just already like, abusive in the lane. It's going to be tough against a lane like Braum and Affilio. So I do expect them to get a lead, shove in these lanes, get top pile. It's going to be, tough to manage, but if ICC can make it out, they have a really good mid game. And this top is already, they're hitting each
getting
other.
dicey.
Yeah. We're going to see how this turns out. I mean, Gangplank is picked so little, I have no clue about this matchup. Who wins, who loses. Like,
It's very dependent on Ricky getting his barrel hits off. If he can get a lot of chunk damage with his barrel, then it will set him up for a lot of success. I know in this bot lane, Braum very much dislikes heavy poke lanes, so going against
And
heavy poke lanes.
Maddie does have a little tempo here. He is just a tad bit faster on the side clear, so he's able to lean mid just a little bit. Probably may be ready for this, but just the fact that I think he also can get to bot sooner if that is an option than the Sedge. So he does have tempo here, and it is pretty good, especially on Jarvan, who's on that early tempo. But here we are, gank, eats the orange, goes back in, and they just take a trade. Man,
Yeah, Jarvan does clear a lot faster than Sejuani. It buys him time. If that rise step forward just a little bit, potentially an early first blood on the rise.
Exactly.
And now he still gets to go back and clear his red buff before
and gets a
Sejuani's done
bot.
the comp.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Miracle does go in. Lig is autoing. Still leaning. Trying to prod a little bit. Goes in on the Corki. They see the Sejuani coming in. Maddie flash Q. Oh my
The
god.
buffer, but he's now stuck
But
in
now
place.
he's stuck, and yeah, it's
Maddie
just
reading
tough.
himself with the buffer, but
It was a very
wasn't
cool
enough.
buffer, very cool knockup. It just comes to nothing. And for the first time,
SSC falls behind big time early.
big time early with no invade, with no type of trade,
And both of those
and
go
both
to
of those go to
Corki.
Corki, who is already, being abusive in lane, getting the wave shoved in, getting that prio. Now this is scary.
Yeah, I think Maddie's really going to be kicking himself. If he didn't spend that time mid, like obviously you're always going to be looking for the opportunity. He clears his buffs that much quicker. You get down
By
to the
that-
bot lane,
that
and,
literally 2 seconds
and
sooner.
then Sejuani doesn't there to match that, and you don't
Not
end up
only
down 3 kills.
not only that though, but like after he did his flagging, he doesn't need to commit to that. They could have backed up, maybe lived. He didn't have to go 0 for 3, but it was. I don't hate the engage. He hit the buffer. He hit the knockup.
Yeah, you're trying to get the kill no matter what.
Yeah.
Hindsight's always 20/20, right?
Yeah, I think the main thing is the literally 2 seconds he sat in the bushes. He advised himself.
Yeah, and we see Winthrop going for this more
Now they're
standard
lane swap, and he predicts the enchanted Q on Ricky Flash, and now he roots them under tower. Corki's there, but he doesn't do enough damage and able to get out. And Karma is chunked. Maddie was looking, but he can't go in because Corki and Karma are both up, so he's able to back away and reset.
Ricky living there is so big. Like
Very massive.
This Corki getting a 3rd kill in 5 minutes is a
Well, not only
recipe for
that, but
disaster.
it also would have put Ricky down in a matchup that's already very very close.
Yeah.
So very very important that they just keep. I mean, they're already ahead, but it's very important that they didn't push the tempo there. Ricky able to stay alive, Maddie able to cover. Kind of senses that lane swap. And now Gangplank's gonna open bot. We're just gonna match bot top, and just play this type of game.
Yeah, this probably
Goes for the root. Miracle lean here. Shield. W's away Corki, and I mean that's a very bad trade for Lig. They might actually end up going in here. The Sejuani is here to lean. So this is just that. Braum is gonna die as well. We got the whole 5. We have cryo everywhere. I think they're gonna go towards one drop. And
Unfortunately, this is what we were talking about earlier. We fight whether we're behind or ahead. And that's why we should have took that, I guess, like 50-50 chance on the invade.
Yeah, it looks like they've lost track of. They're having trouble tracking the Sejuani. They don't know where the Sejuani is. I'm actually very surprised League even wanted to fight that in the first place. Like typically, you see Felios's try to fight with the red-white guns. Long range of chakras as well as
Miracle
a
is
bunch of
also
lifesteal.
far. So he goes in for the root, and then Corki W's away, and now
Yeah, and
Miracle's
didn't
trying to
get
back
a
up,
chance
but
to
like
get his
Lig
stun
is just
proc.
playing so far up, Cyber's
Yeah.
here, and it's just
We couldn't even get the Braum passive on that.
yeah.
I feel like Lig honestly intended to just trade there, but then he took more damage than intended and just couldn't back off.
And now we have a potential death coming down for Ricky. The camera's going to at least up his back.
Corki is hard shoving his way, but we are getting an answer hit. Miracle gets the kill. That is probably the worst case scenario. That is not good. And now Sage gets his drag. They cancel the bot crash, which is good. I assume Ricky just tried to out the way, just knowing that the crash was gonna, or the dive was gonna come off the crash. But they do get the drag, and Miracle gets the kill. Already a super behind NCC, which is not
And Lig dives to Mbessa up top below. Lig potentially a little bit tilted from that very first engage at the beginning of the game.
yeah.
It's okay, guys, because let's look at the rest of the team. Flocon, as per usual, minding his own business, doing his job as a mid laner, getting his farm. There's potential here. There's still potential here.
Payphone has to, like, how many times do you think it's repeating?
Yeah, I mean, he's been playing it all 3 hours, like.
Oh.
I mean, another positive thing is that Ricky is just playing a normal game. This gameplay isn't going to be irrelevant. There's potentially the damage, and the team comp itself, I don't think SCC is going to be. You have Aurora with J4, which is, pretty good combo. Maybe Gameplay can sneak an impactful ult around there. They have vision on this gank by Maddie, though. He's stepping out. That's going to back up, play weak side. Not die to this, there's no need to. We're up 1-6.
I mean, that is a really good point. I mean, by normal SEC standards, this is a good Ricky game. We are not, you know, 0-3
The
on
problem
Scion.
is a champ like Aphelios who bought this call is going to be, he's probably irrelevant the whole game.
Yeah,
You're
he's
actually
going to be
playing
farming that call for a while.
And I think the one problem that SEC
And here we are trying to start it at 33, but I don't think he's in the game. I think he's going to go down. And now that you know, the equal that we were talking about, Rise is going to ult on the Maddie here. Maddie's going to go down. And we're down 1-9. And this is looking like a...
it's getting ugly really quick.
Yeah. The Lig is already 1 HP down here again. I mean, it just takes one rocket. It takes 1 Q from Corki, 1 Q from Karma. Karma hit a double here. Oh, never mind. Just gets sniped by Corki. Lig.
Oh, and he gets one to reset his goal. He needs to get this Corki.
He tried spacing, but Corki's Corki. He turned on the machine gun and
Oh, but Joe from
Aurora is here.
Float
Flash does get the huge shut.
I mean, that is a huge shutdown. I think.
That was 700 gold, I think.
Yeah, I think that flash was very worth it.
I think Ricky ulted a little late, which was kind of funny. But, you know, anything to guarantee the kill, we are here. Imagine if you ulted this Mbessa, though, now. I feel like this would be so much more playable. Now Mbessa ults him, and now he's using the 1v1. Doesn't matter if you orange it, and now you lose. Imagine if you just held that ult, let Aurora get the kill. And this fight, I mean, look at how low Mbessa is. Plus the slow, maybe your barrel is easier to hit. It's little things like that.
Grubs fight once again.
Scrubs fight, yeah.
Left the space for their sandwich. Natty goes in.
It's just hard to win this 3v3.
Yeah,
They're
Maddie
so
does have a
ahead,
great
they're
ult
so much
there.
stronger. Yeah, it was a 2-man ult, but it just doesn't come to anything.
Ricky's unable to hit either Sejuani or very close to stuck in the ult, but he's stuck going back and forth against the
I
wall.
mean, this Volcom genuinely is the 1v9.
Volcon V9 game.
Yeah.
This is it.
And I'm 100% down for it. Like you're sitting mid with trying to keep the game.
I think, like I was saying, the one very unfortunate thing about SEC's comp is that it requires the Wombo combo. You need the Jarvan to either be able to one-shot someone with their ult, you need the Braum set up with it, you need the barrels inside the Jarvan ult, and you need Aphelios to just have infinite chakras and hit his ult with everyone clumped in.
Yeah, and especially even more now, like the team is so far down that you really just need to straight up just hit crazy team fight combos.
Yeah, and to add insult to injury, Lig's not only down 5 kills to the enemy ADC, he is behind 30 CS, which 5 full waves.
On Aphelios.
With the call, that's the extra salt to the wound.
Yeah, it's very rough. Corki got that play. I mean, this Corki is just so far ahead. I don't think anyone can really answer him in this fight either. Even if we get on him, his W is just going to burn for so much, plus get him out, it's just going to be a huge problem. They are trying to tower dive here. I hope to cancel. The wave is just gone. Maddie's already chunked the, 60 HP. Flocon's low as well. He's probably just going to chew his way back. Dodges Sedge.
Ricky's getting to hope on
Ricky's
the bot
back.
side. This is...
He's
got a little bit of the
Good
movement!
flash, but it comes to no avail. I mean, it's just too much. Sedge is just too beefy. But Flocon does get a solo kill on Rise, which is... Or not solo kill, but does answer with the kill on Rise on the top side. So, they let Ricky get ganked, answer on the top side. Overall, not bad.
Yep. They did reattempt the dive on the next wave. Works out for him, but how much can you really
Leg,
withstand?
solo ults, tries to kill the Karma, and Corki's just there. Plus redemption. You actually were never killing the Karma, sorry. So...
A Trinity Force with a 220 stacks on a tier with 12 minutes into the game.
I mean, this is genuinely on Flocon, and he already knew it. Look at how early he invested in Darksteel, more than any other match, really. He just knows, like, okay, if we're going to win this game, it genuinely has to be through me. And I'm down. All roads lead to Flocon.
Unfortunately, they banned his ear.
They knew.
They knew, yeah.
But Aurora's a great champ as well. I mean, the problem is just, like, these champs, like, are really, like, really need to, if anything, not get ahead of them and just stay steady the whole game, and they're so far behind. And even if you hit the wobble combos with Jarvan and Aurora, if Aurora doesn't insta-pop, whoever's trying to pop, it doesn't matter because you're going to have 0 damage from everywhere else.
Yeah, and unfortunately in this game, I feel like Aurora just needs to insta-pop Corki. It's not really a choice at this point.
And then you're still going to have this 2-2 Rise who's already on his way. I mean, this Rod is going to have great timing. You're going to have Mbessa, who's 3-0, who could probably just solo all Aphelios, and now it's a 4v5. even more. He probably might not even ult the Filios because of how irrelevant he is. He's just gonna ult the Gangplank or even Aurora and just insta pop them. It's just such a tough spot for SEC to claw back from.
And even Riot isn't in favor of SEC. This is possibly the worst soul available for SEC with the Mountain Soul just adding a ton of tankiness to everybody on the side of Winthrop along with the Chem Tech, which just doesn't allow them to CC them at first. It's tough.
So hard to claw back from.
But hey, on the bright side, I feel like we're playing our mid game a little slower now. You know, we learned from our mistakes.
We also have no choice. We get one shot by everyone.
That is true, but you know, it's forced us to slow down, and that might give us an opportunity to kind of, you know, collect ourselves, give SEC to collect themselves, farm up a little bit, catch up, get anything where we can.
If Flocon can kill the Turkey 100-0 every single fight before anything really happens, and he can melt everyone's armor and magic shred, there's a chance. There's always a chance. But unfortunately with Aurora, you gotta choose one.
Yeah, and that's a tough part. You know what I mean? It's just like which situation. It's just a 50-50. Which situation to get more. He does try to chunk the Rise here. Gotta hope so. And that's just trying to go in a Gangplank, chunks him.
Gotta hope
he's moving.
Gotta hope Lig recovers enough to be able to get.
I mean, by the point the problem is like. Oh wow. I mean, this Mbessa is such a problem.
I think he was on like the very edge of that ultimate. That was
a max range.
Quite literally max range ultimate.
Not only that though.
But you know what? Ricky is unfazed. That's our, you know, Stoneheart top laner right there. 0-4 silence, 0-4 gameplay does not matter.
And not only that, you're talking about the Aphelios, you know, hopefully being able to get back online to like you can do the slightest amount of damage. I just don't think that but we are getting caught up. Aphelios picked up this kill, which he does.
He gets one, the exhaust goes up to 80.
Flashes on ADD, ADD gets stunned. Aurora gets another shutdown, which isn't bad. And Bessa also has a shutdown here as well. For Flocon, this game is on him. He probably has second item in base right now with those shutdowns.
And you'll take that any day. Like Lig's not like.
Unfortunately, if Lig gets that kill, let's say he gets bullshit down, I don't even know if he can record still. This guy is so far behind, it is insane.
But a very, very good fight for SEC. It allows him to get 3 kills, move on to the Heralds. Hopefully Maddie can secure this without the Rise being too much of a pain.
Flocon has to lean over. Maddie has to, you know, continue to prep it. And we're actually going to go in on the Rise. Gangplank's here for the flank. Miracle's leaning over. Maddie's caught out, has to flash away. Dodge just Sedge all. Ricky gets the kill on Rise. And now we're going to scale back down, prod it up a little bit.
And here comes the Flocon chase.
And Lig is also coming in too. But I think we're just going to reset. They saw the TP mid. They're just going to reset.
Yeah, we secured the
objective bounty. Yep. Lig just clear out mid. And we're in a playable spot, I guess.
And it's so important that we got that Rift Herald.
This is the problem though. Lig shows up for 10 seconds, gets rocketed and queued once, and now has to go back to base to show up for 10 more seconds and repeat the process all over. But this is a great
This is such an important catch over here.
Yep, and then when you go on this Lig that awareness flash to get the stun on him, I mean, it's just, you know, great league here. Like I said, they're pressing buttons. Even down, they're pressing the buttons needed to try to come back. Both are getting both shutdowns too, amazing.
Just knowing that Karma had to come, try and set up position before doing the Herald, just to secure your position
and this was a great collapse by SEC. You know, Ricky came back, he knew, you know, to get back on the objective, to secure on the other side. Great dodge by Maddie there.
Just another bonus kill plus securing Rift, and now we have a little action in the top lane here. Aurora going in on Mbessa, all down, gets the proc,
is this solo?
and gets the solo.
Oh my goodness.
Well, with the Gangplank ult, with the Gangplank ult.
Okay.
Discounting the Miracle assist?
Sorry.
Wow. I mean, Flocon's good.
I mean, I want to say that was a solo, but shout out the Gangplank ult. I feel like it's just trying. I feel like it's just playing mid.
You know what? Last game, Ricky was our sacrifice. This game, Lig may have to take up on that role. I mean, look at us. We're pushing, you know, Turb up here.
And we have another charge on the Herald.
This is the worst, actually. We just back up off first. Yeah, I mean, this is still scary. We have to traverse out of here.
Yeah, you don't really want to even risk trying to take an inhib too early anyways. Just give the other team free farm. You're not strong enough to try and end the game.
I know the smart decision. Get the drag here, but now it's really tough when we get to the fourth drag.
like I said earlier, the Mountain Drake's just at another level of tankiness to try and burn through for anyone on the side of this.
And these shields are going to be insane. We're going to get Enchanted Palm Shield. We're going to get the Rise Palm Shield. And then we're going to get the tankiness on side. And then the Mountain Drake is going to come back to oh. We're going to get the Rise Ult. The Rise Ult makes him out. And he lives.
Is the burn with the
and the
Leandros?
burn, he lives with. I would love to know his HP. But it has to be no more than probably 60.
And this Corki has a very early Miramana. He's very strong with Triforce, Miramana, like any Q
Back
is
to
just going to be disgusting.
Yeah, and back to what I was saying about this Embezzle, just being like, it's obviously a bruiser, but now with the Mountain Drake, it's almost like a tanky bruiser, very scary to deal with.
Possible to kill, but there's infinite damage.
Exactly. Huge problem right now. Go back to this replay mode.
It was too fast. The replay was too fast. It was like 2 abilities. It's okay, like.
I do not envy him to be in this position. Like, how do you play the game? Anyone looks at you and you're either 10 HP or you're in the ground.
I mean, this is the problem too, though, is like they're so strong that they're getting all the jungle control. Now Maddie's getting pushed behind, and now it's almost like, I mean, Maddie's not as relevant as Achilles, but Maddie is becoming, very, very pushed to the side.
Right, and for these type of champions that rely so much on getting farm and getting gold, J4, like, he's just going to be a CC bot at this rate. He can't really offer much more than that.
And St. Clair is on a timer. Like, Winthrop has the 3 dragons, Soul's coming up. Like, they have 3 minutes to make this work.
And let's say, like, for whatever world, ICC is like, let's just play for endgame. Wintrop's endgame is also insane. They have the Corki, they have the Rise. Yeah, it's not at all.
It's not looking too good.
You have to win an insane 5-0 team fight to like make this game even.
It's either that or we really need Ricky to kind of
on
ramp up.
And on the bright side, Cold looks done.
Oh yeah, we finished our call.
Yep, I would say let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's say
20
17 minutes.
I think 17 is still a little, maybe like 18 minutes.
All right, fine.
18 minutes.
I'll beat you in the middle.
Does Flocon for his 4th item finish the Magi's? Just as a, I need to get 25 stacks to 1v9.
I think he almost has to.
Yeah, I think at this rate, it really is do or die. It's high risk, high reward, like we were talking about. We have a kind of a double bush. Yep, double bush camps here.
And they're just gonna keep shoving these middle lanes. Flocon trying to hit the W, trying to get that early chunk in. If he would have hit Q, that would have been a very good, a good angle for the chunk, but Sam's gonna hit it.
Eventually going to start on a con. I think it's very scary to start, but
it might just be a situation where they just throw in the start like this, they chunk you out, and now they just played like this.
Yeah, we didn't have enough vision, but we saw them, SEC saw them move towards top side, and we just got caught out in the rotation.
And it hurts a lot for SEC for Flocon to be losing flash at that, because that is your win. Now you lose like the flash off capability.
teleporting top from Flocon. Winthrop does see it. Gonna collapse here.
Yep. Aurora does go into W. Hits full combo on Rise. They are going in. He lived long enough for the redemption. He dodges the redemption, scared of hitting the skill shots, and he accidentally hit the other side
into
of the
another
wall.
dimension, sends him into the team. Oh no.
And that's a 3-for-1 trade, and that, honestly, that might be it's pretty heartbreaking, pretty game losing. Flocon loses all of his stacks, loses tempo. They're gonna get these objectives. They're gonna get bot tower.
That was the fight, that we should have won.
I don't know about win, but we had potential.
He went from saving private Flocon into Flocon no longer wanted to live.
Yeah, I think this ult was so good. Like I think if he, I hope it was a match. But like this ult was so good. If he can try to and just play for himself. Yeah, it was. That's so tragic.
On the bright side, Lake got a shutdown on the Corki.
Yeah.
He's coming back into the game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only positive.
Yeah, I don't even know if he's it's just tough. This guy rushed anti at least, so he is following your shout out. How Bailey shred the Sedgwill honey.
Yeah, but he is going to be in need of a lot more. Miracle almost walking into a death bush. get the stare down, the classic objective stare down for Soul.
Sadly,
This is something we're going to have to fight for.
yeah, it's a very hard fight.
This,
but we have
this
to-
determines the game pretty easily, I think.
Yeah, if we're able to like somehow win this team fight and the right, this Corky is just so he's blocking.
Oh, Flocon ends up getting the flash of Karma,
Yeah.
and chunks her down really heavy.
Sadly, just not like this Karma's just gonna play back up right now though, and this Corky is like just gonna help these rockets. Good job, you all. Ryan looking Flocon. Drops the all. Insta gets Karma. Trying to get on the rise as well. But Ambessa, also the Flocon. Sejuani's one shot. Lig ends up cleaning both up. And here we are.
The Moonlight
Very good
Zenyatta
team fight.
isn't
But
enough to get the
here the problem is
prize.
that Winthrop got sold. And that's really that's guaranteed all they wanted. Not all they wanted, but
But to be fair, you did get clean sweep ace.
and
You
Lig gets
Flocon,
3
our
kills.
Lig is on the board now.
and I don't
Lig
want to
is
say
on
it,
the board.
but Winthrop was up 4K at like 7 minutes. They're now behind in gold.
Yeah.
And with an Elder Dragon flip, I don't care if you have the Mountain Soul. Elder Dragon does it.
Yeah,
and-
we
and-
see this Flocon play here on the side, immediately eliminated the Karma.
And he also did a great job by just staying alive from this Ambessa. This Ambessa did hit a good ult on him, but he immediately understood off the kill that he gets his reset, immediately hop back in that W form, goes invisible, chases down the rise. I mean, this is exactly where you want to go. You want him to go to Flocon, you want him to go to Lig.
And Natty did a great job holding his ult onto Corky and just allowing his team to have the maneuverability, not get stuck in any scenario where they can't hit people. Really just forcing the Corky to hold onto that W or the flat.
And the most beautiful thing is Aphelios does have Infinity Edge now. He is relevant.
Yep.
He's actually back in the game. Sorry, Lig, you are back in.
And starting at Atacon, just testing the waters.
Yep, just playing this push pull again. Now these team fights can go either way. Now it's back to whoever presses these buttons better. Is Corky still a threat? You know,
We're up to a game of chicken. This Atacon really has a vendetta against Lig, chasing him all the way to the
this
2-1.
Rise is going to hit this this power spike here real soon though, and then that's when it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, as soon as he hits that level 16.
Level 16 plus this and whatever items make go third, it's gonna be strong.
I think a Baron fight would, or even just like a Baron bait fight, just forcing a fight here is honestly potentially good for us. We just have such great synergized ults in like a tight space like that.
I agree.
Flocon can blow one person up before we actually get the full-on team fight. Just chunk them, get the burnings in.
Yeah, the problem is these shields. Look at like exactly what I was saying. Like they just have shields on the health bar, and it's getting very hard for SEC.
Mountain Soul is a problem, but Winthrop does start Atacon. The Atacon will help shred some of that magic
And
for SEC.
this is looking like a potential huge game plan in a roll. They are 5 up around. Flocon goes in, and they catch the Sedge. Vesa ults the backline, gets on the Lig. Lig is able to kite though. Lig is standing alive, pushing damage in the backline. Now we go back in with Maddie, and now we get the double kill. Rise and them are forced to ult out, but they do get the objective.
Winthrop does get Atacon. Ricky,
But we are going to be able to get Baron, and they keep trading these team fights for the objectives, and finally, I want to say it's not worth. These 3 and 0s that you're getting for the objective are just, they're not winning the game right now.
yeah, SEC is definitely now in control. Baron buffing around to potentially get the T2 mid.
Yeah.
Just now we're into the Elder Flip game.
Yeah, I mean, this Ambessa ult was great, and then Lig game with the Lig was also great. Lig also hit a decent ult on the front line there, and then there was Flocon just dealing damage in the back. Honestly, Flocon missed his first W, and I wonder if he didn't miss it, that he would have dealt enough damage. He got the W reset off the kill, but he missed the first one over the Atacon.
Yeah, it's very possible. I think SEC was also very fortunate. Atacon, obviously, like I said, but shreds that magic and armor resist. Ricky was on the opposite side of the map. He gets the press ult. It slows them. He sticks them there, and then Flocon can just go and blow someone up, and then all of a sudden that fight's yours. Yeah, and we're gonna get the Elder Dragon posture.
And because of these standing goal with the nerds and like, objective bounties and everything, Gangplank is also relevant now too. This ult is doing damage. He's going to be a nuisance in these fights. And overall, this is looking up for SEC.
And Ricky actually bought Serpent's Fang as his third item. So what that does is it's specifically meant to be a shield breaker. Anything that Ricky does will melt those shields from the Mountain Soul.
Great shields for Flowcon.
Yeah, exactly. And Leg.
And leg now, yes. Winthrop is now on the back foot. You know, we've been saying how ICC has to claw back, trying to get his W. Now it's Winthrop who's on the back foot. And honestly, this is a hard game to close out. You have Baron out. You have those Phillies who's so online, so strong. You have Flowcon just chunking everyone for at least 50% of the health except Sedge, who doesn't count.
Yeah, and Ricky is strong enough now to where if he does get a barrel combo on someone, it will actually do a decent amount of damage.
You have all this poke now between Flowcon, Aphelios, and Gameplay. It's not just the Karma poking down SEC. It's both now. Both teams are team ability with each other that matter.
Yeah, we'll see Winthrop now just using the Sambessa to split push, take some of the pressure off mid lane. Obviously, SEC thinks that Ricky can't quite 1v1 the Mbessa, so they sent Flowcon, which hurts a lot of their pressure.
Yeah, it's okay to take Baron here. You have the gold lead. I don't think they're gonna. They got a little bit off it. I don't think they're gonna get much more. But I mean, that's completely okay. You're in a way better spot than you were 10 minutes ago.
Yep, you get your resets. Hopefully, you can finish off a full item and you prep for this Elder fight.
I think the
20 seconds.
I think the big thing too about this team fight is that Flowcon has been able to build up these magic stacks.
Yep.
So he's up to.
Well, he's at 10. He just finished the Magi's.
Okay.
He did end up going for the Void Staff before completing the Magi's. But now we're going to get more posturing. No one wants to get picked off. One pick off can mean the game.
It really does. This lane of the game, these respawn timers are long.
Rise is top lane, split pushing. He'll join the fight real quick with his ult, even though he doesn't have teleport.
I think Braum ult might be huge in this fight. We are in the river. Flowcon immediately chunks, burns everything that the Karma has. The Karma's one shot completely out of this fight.
Oh, and
he got the Elder, and we kill Sedge.
Oh, now
This is game winning.
Unfortunately, the Karma still didn't have a burn on her, so Elder didn't kill the
But
Karma.
we are going on that Bessa. Jarvan ult flashes over the Jarvan ult. Maddie's still looking. We're chasing. Gangplank on. Braum. Now we're gonna get the stun off the Braum Q, and Ricky gets the kill. This is
so big.
So big.
Flowcon picking off that Karma early
So
forces the Karma to use the Redemption solo. It doesn't use it on the team because it'll do damage to both SEC and obviously heals Winthrop for an insane amount. So big, it's the electric.
So we're gonna go
drop.
again, yeah. We just see him chunk Karma on the side, and then Miracle hits a solo, not the greatest off Sedge, but it does keep the jungler away, and then Jarvan hits the 50-50, we killed the Sedge, chase the Mbessa down. I mean, this is...
And another huge thing is you get the flash out of the Sedge who tried to live it.
Yeah.
Now you have another full 5 minutes before that flash ult or flash charge really becomes a problem.
And now we're pushing into the base, we're breaking the doors, we're gonna get mid and hit here.
And bot. I mean, with the Elder Dragon here, I really feel like they're probably going to try to force something else.
Oh, you have to. If you have Elder Drake, you do any damage that you want. You get true damage burn, and if you, obviously, as you know, the execute at low HP, Flowcon does
Just
so much
chunking
damage.
out. And not only that, I mean, thank God this item is getting nerfed on Wednesday. Because all these people were half HP, they drop Redemption on bottom and hit, and now they're all more than half.
Yeah.
Just allows them to prod for longer.
We might be in for a long one if SEC can't end it during this Elder Drake though.
Yeah.
We could be here for a 45-minute banger, and what more could you ask for in Game 3?
I mean, I'm
McDonald's for
actually
dinner
surprised. I'm actually surprised SEC backed off there. I guess they're choosing to play it safe. I mean, mid lane did get pushed out. I don't know how.
Not only that, I think SEC are in a state where, like, we have won every team fight. There is no need to bank for, like, there's no need to fight for this in them. We're outplaying them in every single way. Just keep the team fights up, and we're looking like we should win the game.
You had a couple people very low HP. You don't really want to risk it. Yeah, now we're just back to clear waves, fight for the next Baron, and
it looks like Ricky has walls on this ward. I mean,
It's a little suspicious.
yeah, check his PC.
could you imagine though if SEC didn't fall behind 4,000 that early? Like we're looking at an 11,000 gold lead right now. If that's the thing.
100%.
The gold, I kind of want to see the gold graph because I want to see where the biggest swing was.
I mean, I'm very happy. Obviously, Aphelios, you know, it kind of took him just like poach Ensign in the bag, the last shot, a couple of champs. But I think Maddie had a huge impact with how down he was. And obviously, Flowcon just solo carrying the game to this point. I mean, whatever happens, shout out Flocon.
Yeah, someone pay this man to play. Looking at you, NACL orgs. Yeah, I know he hasn't qualified, but he's a monster.
This guy has been playing absolutely absurd all night. I mean, there hasn't been a single chance yet before.
SEC starting the Baron, posturing for the fight with Winthrop.
Flocon's looking again. Obviously, Winthrop adjusted, like, do not get this Aurora angle on the back line. Just, like, keep our frontliners up, tank all the damage. Rise is also tanking out through these fights. I mean, obviously, we've been finding the angles, but they're not going to get, any easier. This Rise is tanking out. You only have a few options if you're Flocon to try to pop a couple of these squishies.
You see Ricky backing, trying to...
Maybe sitting on some gold here. And he gets to the 4th item. He does get that Infinity Edge, looking really strong now.
Those barrels are now
We have some pings going
really
up
gonna
Rise in
hurt.
mid lane.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're looking to full commit on this fight. I mean,
I
they know
think-
that, our Baron fight is so strong with our AoE.
On the side of Winthrop, they're posturing really well. Rise is constantly to the side if you see that, because he doesn't want this Aurora exactly what he's trying to do, trying to get this angle, trying to get behind the back line, all, pop someone, and there's not allowing that. I think both teams are posturing pretty well.
No one wants to make a mistake. We are officially getting the point of someone makes a mistake and the game's just over.
Yeah. So here we are just playing ARAM, clearing out mid-waves, throwing rockets at each other. And I do think that, I mean, in terms of vision, Winthrop isn't the advantage here. So it's kind of sketchy for ICC to constantly, face check these things.
The Rise is very split off from the team now, though.
Yeah. But he does have Rise out, so it's like low-key bait.
That's still a lot of time. Like, SEC's game right now is to burn and just burst one person, blow them up.
But now Rise is almost in the back line. Well, I mean, he's probably not going to try to flank him, but it is a little awkward. Flocon isn't able to get this damage, like...
Oh, they know Rise is split off. They're forcing it
Maddie
there.
went in. They're just going front to back. They're just hoping to pop this edge, and they do. Lig is in.
So
Gangplank all down, though.
Unless a fight goes horribly wrong, this Baron should be free. Rise is just going to push the mid waves.
Not only free, but they also have options here. They can just turn, pop on the other team. Lig is just decimating this Baron. Jarvan gets the smite. They go in. They go in on try. They fully flash in. They're just completely dunking on the Corki. And now they go in on the Bessa.
And Rise is
Affiliate's
nowhere
just
to be
ulted.
found.
And now Bessa is just down. And Rise, like you said, just complete to the side. And now we're just going to shove these waves in. We're going to get multiple inhibs. If not, end the game. Miracle gets the stun. Now we're going to hit the triple.
What a banger.
Wow.
Insane resilience.
Huge.
Like, to be, like, the Corki to have 5 kills that early on, Lig seemingly running it down. And just...
Genuinely. No, genuinely. Like, I was convinced that this guy, he threw on a playlist, deafened in Discord, and just completely ran it down. Like...
But then we have Flocon this entire series just being an animal.
Yeah.
He carried game 2 pretty hard, and now he is doing it once again, being 1v9.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, this is the game-winning Baron.
I mean, I hyped this pick up at the start of the draft. I knew this Aurora was going to be, super solid picture of a player like Flocon. He ends up dropping straight ones across the board, triple-double. Oh, man.
Wow.
Flocon played absolutely insane. Congrats to St. Clair for bringing that back. They played a phenomenal game of League of Legends there.
And I'm
We
just
had
going to say it.
pretty
I
accurate
called it, and you guys had no faith.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. We called the opposite. I mean, like, after that game 2, that impressive game 2, if I could change my prediction, I would have. But
This very well could have been a 3-0. Like, with how game 1
No,
went.
100%. It could have been a 2-0, yeah.
Yeah, well, I want them to get redemption for CeeLo last year where they got 3-0'd.
Yeah, no,
This very well could have been a 3-0 against a very strong Winthrop.
Yeah, I think what I see she should be, looking forward to is 1, keep Flocon in these mages, and 2, I mean, they won, but at the end of the day, I really didn't feel that Gangplank impact, but they also did ban the Orin, so I actually don't know what else he would have gone. But at the end of the day,
just looking at this, KDA lineup, Flocon, 11-1-11, what a perfect KDA line. This man, like, he got the full, I think he had full stacks Magi's by the end of that. I mean, I'm surprised, I'd be surprised if he didn't.
I'm not gonna lie, I was too nervous to look.
I mean, I think without doubt, Flocon is definitely the MVP of this match.
100%.
and the whole series as well. What would you guys pick?
I'm picking Flocon.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, it's undeniable. I mean, I know he's 11-1 right now, but I'm pretty sure this guy has like 7-3 the first game, 9-2. Like, this guy didn't die.
And of course, MVP is Flocon. Yeah, his kill participation was 88%. So that goes to show, like, that's just,
He was everywhere, too.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
He was
Everywhere he needed to be.
everywhere. You know, he had the most impact. Not like he's not just a KDA warrior. He actually was, you know, part of every team fight. He was there for every objective.
I'm going to give an unsung hero, though, to Miracle. Game 2, huge Alistair knockups.
Yeah.
Braum, like, massive amount of CC. Like, those Braum ults, like, I don't think they got enough attention. Like,
That is
they
true.
just completely separated the team, knocked several people up all the time, just allowed Flocon to be Flocon. So,
Yep, and we are going to get an interview with Flocon, the MVP, very shortly. He'll be coming
Into
in.
the mind of Flocon. All roads lead to Flocon.
What's up, MVP? What's up, Flocon? How you feeling?
I'm good.
I mean, that's who he is. He's a nonchalant king. So, Flocon, going into game 2, you know, you guys had a pretty rough game 1. How did you feel going into game 2? Did you feel prepared?
I felt fine because I think we were doing good most of the game 1, and then we fucked up a few times, so it's all good.
That's a 100K fine. I'll let it slide this time, but
So, I have to ask. So you go into game 3, obviously you're fearless. I know that obviously you and Maddie got targeted a lot during the bans. Were you ever worried about potentially not getting that Aurora, or like, would you just gone something like an Ari as a blind pick, or like what else do you possibly have up your sleeve?
I don't know. I think we really wanted to get an Aurora. I think we're also happy with fearless because we could like target the top laner. So I think, yeah, that's it.
a personal question.
What's up?
Have you actually been challenger since you were 13?
No, like 14.
Oh, 1 year off? Okay. word.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. I mean, what's your peak in challenger?
I think it's 1342.
Wow, that is impressive.
Not bad,
someone
not bad at
someone
all.
get this man paid, as Lane was saying. Well, thank you for your time, Flocon. You know, man, a few words. You know, he just did his job. MVP. Thank you very much, Flocon.
No problem.
Just one thing, Jojo.
What's up?
So obviously you popped off game 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Game 1 you were very strong. If it wasn't you, who would you choose on your team for this series to be the MVP?
For the MVP?
You can also choose yourself again.
Probably support.
Miracle.
Yeah.
There we
I
go.
also
Miracle
agree,
did
yeah.
his job. Miracle was lots of impactful plays.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. Congratulations on the win. And make sure the rest of the team buys you a meal.
Yeah, but that's what we're gonna do.
Later,
All
man.
right. Have a
See
good
you.
night.
Alrighty, wow. Man of not many words, but you know what? Flocon, you know, he's strictly business, came and did his job, carried the team,
Yep.
and called it a day.
He's having to do it in a second language. I can't blame him.
Right. I mean, like, that was such an exciting series, and it's been a pleasure to cast your first cast.
Yep.
You're not your first cast.
What's that, like, pseudo first cast?
Our first official cast. What
Yep.
a banger series. What an amazing series. Taking down the first seed of NACE Super Conference. Any final words from you guys?
I couldn't have asked for a better best of 3.
Seriously. No, Q Silver Scrapes, and let's, I hope everyone has a good night.
Yeah, and of course, you know, it's been a long night. It's been a long day. And thank you to our sponsors, Tim Hortons, Subway, the SRC, and the SRC Alumni Association. And, of course, my personal favorite sponsor, Wenzo. This morning I had Wenzo Bubble Tea. I wouldn't have made it this far in the Best of 3 series without them. So, yeah, shout out to our sponsors. And thank you, everyone, for watching.
Have a good night.
I feel safe in your arms. When I stay with your heart. used to being on my own. Got so used to being on my own.